freaking streams. Okay guys, so the last one just kind of like lost its connection to the server, so basically in other words there's nothing I could do. The stream just kind of quit on me. I suppose Scratch is just so powerful that she broke the stream, so I had to restart it all over again. So I'm here rather than there where I was, and unfortunately these things happen from time to time, so I'm gonna have to just edit the two streams together because otherwise there'll be no flow and it'll be rather unfortunate. Okay, I'm glad you guys have showed up already, Gamers Slam and Pumpkin Eyeball. I really appreciate the support. Again, my apologies that we kind of had to bounce between these two streams right here, but the previous one I was doing just, it kind of broke, so I had to restart it all over again. Being convenient with streaming is just too much to ask for. You know, don't expect any sort of convenience here, because it ain't gonna happen, mind you. So much so that I'm even stuttering whilst I'm saying it. You know, stuttering for effect and everything, that effect being put emphasis on the very fact that this is, that technical issues are an inevitability. Whew. You can tell I haven't streamed in a while. Have you started liking Scratch more now? No, not really. I mean, she did a scratch and did like 23 damage per scratch. I could do Roller Brawl, and every single time she claws an enemy, she's dealing like 90 damage, and she has the knockback. Granted, Scratch also has knockback, so it's time for me not to be a fucking hypocrite, but that's asking too much. No, it wasn't your Wi-Fi, it was definitely my behalf. Say, the whole stream just kind of crashed, and I lost the connection, so I had to start up a new stream, which I will edit to the old stream, so that then when this is all re-uploaded, it will look much more glorious and have a better flow to it. Because flow, that is very important to me. Not only because it's the name of a Cars character and that I have a lot of nostalgic for that first movie, mind you. I must have watched it umpteen billion times as a kid. But on top of that, you know, whenever I'm criticising film, I always ask myself, what is the flow of a story like? Because stories with unnatural and unorganic flow, they just don't work well. They're not entertaining, they're not well crafted. You're eating a burger, good for you, burgers are delicious. What is this? This is the Core Lock on Nightmare Mode, but I think with Bumble Blast alone I've already won it. I've just got to be careful of the final Chaos boss fight, which I'm notoriously difficult at, because for some reason, you know, as Eon taunts me with a jump button, I am for some reason really bad at pressing it. So, with that being said, the fire has popped up, so it's time for our first poll as to what fire scanner we should use. So let me just type this in on my laptop right here. Yeah, you're going to see my elbow as I type it in. Elbow cam much. What fire scanner should I use? Okay. Yeah, and we'll see how this goes. Ask my community. Yeah, let's take Scratch of the board and prepare for the outcome. So far it's 50-50 on 2 votes. Yeah, this is going to be a close one, but let's just remember that Small Dash, you know, probably my favourite character. No, she is my favourite character of this Locke, so I love Small Dash. Don't mean to sway the poll or anything, but Small Dash is a bit of a beast, so the only problem with playing with her is that she kind of sways side a bit, because she's just too much of a beast, you could go as far to say. But with that all being said and done, Small Dash has gotten 9 votes and has absolutely creamed Frino, 33 to 67, which means the ratio currently is 1 vote Frino, 2 votes Small Dash. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, so let's just be popping Small Dash report without further ado. So how do you guys like this interactivity? I think it's just a cool element to add to the stream, the fact that I can have you guys choose which of the 2 characters of the particular element I go with. That is until I inevitably start losing characters, then, you know, there isn't going to be much of a choice, is there? Like when I inevitably kill off Slobbertooth even, you know, the choice is either going to be Scorp or Scorp, and the Scorp is most likely going to last a while, because Scorp is yet another example of a very, very good Swap Force core. Hello there, Luke Smith, coming in with the custom emotes and everything. What a legend.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
And down we go, just suddenly the whole floor gives. I didn't understand that Swollen Dash was that heavy apparently, but here we are.
Thanks for letting me out, Skylander. I don't like enclosed spaces. Oh no!
Oh no, not a battle gate. Anything but a battle gate. Can you not hear from my tone of voice how terrified I am? Whatever will I do, guys? That does it. Sword Dash, she's doomed. She has to go against Chompies right here. There's no chance of getting out of this alive. No chance. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, here we go. Now I have some Chompies to deal with. I mean, that was quite clear in my joke. I think my joke made that clear. So much so that I'm saying clear twice, just put emphasis on the very thing that I'm repeating. What do I think of Swap Force? It's actually my second least favourite Skylanders game. I prefer it over Imaginators just because I prefer any Skylanders game over Imaginators, that's a given. It's really, really fun, there's no denying that. It's very well made too, you know, if you add another jump button, really changed up the mechanics and the level designs here, you know, it was definitely a fresh take of the series after Giants was so copy and paste with its elements. But I love Giants, this isn't going to turn into a bashing session against Giants, don't you worry. But outside of that, the levels are too long and the themes get too repetitive to where the game can become a bit of a bore to play, and it can really negatively affect the pacing because of that. Yeah, I need to squeeze the be good at the video game button. I need to do more than just push it, it needs to be squeezed. Because everyone knows that the harder you push down a button, the more effective the button push is. It's like in racing games, the more you hold down the acceleration button, the faster your car will go. That's just how it works as I proceed to sneeze. My apologies guys, but allergies kind of just got the best of me right now. Anyway, I suppose I should continue attacking that gate because apparently slamming it down with the might of the sun wasn't good enough to destroy it first time around.
I think we could get out of these cages.
Aloy tier right here, let's go. You're not wrong, this is indeed an Aloy tier moment. I mean, Smolder Dash is an Aloy tier character, so can't go wrong. Something about Swap Force just feels different compared to the other Skylanders games. It just has more layers to its gameplay in particular. You know, you have the swap zones which give you little mini games to tackle. The levels themselves are just wider and more expansive. It's definitely a very different feel, but it's definitely a welcome one at that. If you had to smash one of your Skylander games to pieces, which one would it be? Giants on the Xbox 360, because, and here's the reason, it has nothing to do with my dislike for Giants. As I've stated already, and I will stick to this statement, I really like Giants. But it is seriously freaking cheap. Because I have Spyro's Adventure on the 360, all I need to do is buy Giants on the 360 with the booster pack. You know how much that would cost me? That would cost me £1. Speaking of £1, Luke just donated. What a freaking legend right here. That actually means that I could smash up on the stream my Giants Xbox 360 disc and have the money, thanks to Luke, to replace it immediately. I'm not gonna do that, but still, I just find it quite hilarious, the timing of everything. Anyway, speaking of timing, the Earth element is popping up, which means it's time for another poll. So it's time for me to end off the fire poll and ask all of you what Earth scanner I should go for. That is once everything loads back up. Yeah, so it takes a while after I end one poll to start another one, apparently. So, yes, for our Earth characters, the choices are going to be Scorp and Slobbertooth. Okay, what Earth character should I use? As always, be sure to let me know what you think of the elbow cam. You know, I quite like the elbow cam, you can't go wrong with it really. So without further ado, let's stitch my nose and then ask my community. £5 for Ignite indeed! Luke, you madman! Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate it. What a legend right here, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, you know, there is no sarcasm involved here, and so far, Scorp is absolutely annihilating the poll. I feel sorry for Slobbertooth because literally no one likes him. Oh, never mind, we now have a vote for Slobbertooth. This is rather exciting, just watching these two duke it out. But 9 votes in, Scorp definitely shows no sign of losing to Slobbertooth anytime soon. So let's just bring him in already, even. So yeah, let's be destroying this wall that looked at me funny. That's what it gets for looking at me funny. So today we're going to be streaming for about 3 hours, get halfway through the game so that then I can set up for the next stream where I'll play the second half of the game and give away that scratch figure I was alluding to earlier. But as always, we're not so bothered about 100% and everything, so we're just going to come through, destroy some stuff, and then, you know, continue doing exactly that, rinse and repeat in these very long and tedious levels at times. Okay, let's be grabbing some flint bits and stuff right here. Now what's funny about this game when it comes to variants is that there are 3 variants of the undead element, and clearly they were just compensating for the fact that in Giants they didn't have any in-game variants for the undead element. They had plenty of chases. They had 2 chases for Eyeball and 2 chases for Fright Rider, then a chase for Series 2 Cinder and Series 2 Chop Chop, so, you know, Giants definitely had its fair share of chase variants of the undead element, but no in-game variants. I need to do my next stream using the new God of War weapon. Oh yeah! You're already catching me up on the game, dude. I haven't played it in a while, but God of War is an absolutely awesome game that me and Luke have both fallen in love with even. You have the most entertaining streams. Thanks for that, Superbot. I really appreciate the kind words. That's really nice of you to say. I enjoy being entertaining. It's why I do it. Not only the entertainment value of the streams, because it's just as entertaining for me as it is for you guys, but on top of that, I get to interact with every single one of you. Even I get, you know, to know each and every one of you that little bit better. And streams like this one, which focus entirely around interactivity, you know, that's what makes them so fun to me. In fact, if I were to say that these streams were entertaining, I think that would be a bit of an understatement, if anything at all. Especially with all the yelling that I love to do. Just, you know, out here waking up my neighbours, apparently. And by waking up my neighbours, I mean my neighbours all the way at Lincoln. You know, I'm sure Luke managed to hear that as I, you know, screeched off the top of my lungs. Screech! Screech! You see, like that. That is screeching alright. Oh, thanks Harvey, I appreciate the kind words. Like I said, I enjoy being entertaining, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy the streams. I really am. It means the world to me. But with that being said and done, I now have a Chompy Pod to deal with. Woohoo! Anyway, I had better end up this poll before Slobbertooth continues to be absolutely annihilated and embarrassed by just how much more Scorp is beloved in him. I have no idea whether it's a better Scorp path or not, but really who cares, because this is one of those characters that's good no matter what path you pick out for him. The Earth Element, well this sure is convenient. We're playing as an Earth Element already, so it looks like we get to remain as Scorp that little bit longer. Heard loud and clear, louder than for fire alarm. Yeah, the fire alarm wishes it could be as loud as my screeching. Tell you what's not fun about university though, speaking of fire alarms, some idiot thought that it would be a good idea to do all of the fire drills at 6 AM. We're university students, we don't go to bed until 5 AM, so the alarms happen like 1 hour afterwards, and then all of a sudden our sleep is completely interrupted, and it's terrible. You feel like crap when you can't get to bed again because they woke you up at 6 AM to do a freaking fire drill, which they could have done at any other time, mind you. Okay, let's be destroying all them crates right there. They had it coming, they looked at me funny. My most expensive Skylander I personally ever bought was my Pearl Hex. I paid £200 for Pearl Hex. I know, sounds like a big oof, but this is Pearl Hex we're talking about here. She is one of the rarest and most expensive Skylanders out there, and in fact, if anything at all, £200 for Pearl Hex was a bit of a bargain, you know, a bit of a steal right there. Because she is worth a hell of a whole lot more. Anyway, the water element just popped up, so I'm just going to finish with this guy and then take Scorp off the portal so we can get going with this poll already. Okay, so what water Skylander should I use? Punk Shock or Riptide? I realised I accidentally left caps lock on, so never mind. I guess you guys are just getting capitalized Skylanders for this here poll, and I can't quite use Gilgrunt considering that Gilgrunt is not a core from this game. He is a repose, not a brand new core. But hey, if I was playing with Gilgrunt, I would have no problem with that whatsoever, because Gilgrunt is an awesome character, which I have enjoyed ever since the very first game, where of course he was part of a starter pack. But right now, this is as close as we've had so far, 65 to 35%, but Punk Shock wins overall, and I'm quite right with that, because Punk Shock is my personal favourite of the two. I feel like Sparrows Venture is probably only on the PC because it didn't sell too well on the PC, so they didn't find it worth it making the PC port for later Skylanders titles. If I was to make a guess as to why that was the case, then that would be it. But truth be told, nobody really knows. They never made an explicit statement saying why Skylanders wasn't on the PC past Sparrows Adventure. Oh, every single one that Luke has chosen has won. I don't think this is a coincidence, guys. I think Luke is just logging into all of his alternate accounts so that then he can assure that the Skylander he wants wins every single time. So in other words, Luke, he's a dirty, rotten cheater! Oh, the cheater. Luke, you hear that? You're a cheat. What a cheat, man. Logging into your alternative accounts just so you can vote for the characters you always want. Because, hey, you could call it a coincidence. Coincidence? I think not! I couldn't help myself with that reference. That reference was too perfect an opportunity to pass up, mind you, as I continue to suffer, apparently. Oh, you will you? I don't think that's quite how donations work, my friend. Okay, let's be zapping some fools. And what do you know? That's the name of a Skylander. Yep, Luke is absolutely a cheater, without a shadow of doubt, not a hint of sarcasm. Okay, I should definitely focus on combat before I wind up dying, because dying on the first level, oh, that would be embarrassing, even for me. Okay, take out Apple right there. Remain outside of the hitboxes of the other enemies, apparently, who can't even hit me from there. Okay, finish off the Chompy Pod because it looks at me funny. Even with lack of eyes, it still managed to somehow look at me funny. That's just how looking at me funny works. You know, it's a joke. It doesn't make any logic. You know, a bit like Skylanders now to think about it, there's lack of logic. Don't blame me! This little rat is guilty! Nice. Without further ado, let's end up this poll then. The Chaos Battery is a scary thought. Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm going to blindly agree with that statement anyway. True words were never said, my friend. The Chaos Battery is indeed a scary thought. But yeah, 21 votes. These polls seem to be going over well, so I really appreciate that. You know, it's one thing creating interactive elements for a stream, and it's another having those interactivity elements interacted with. That's why I really appreciate said interactivity. My favourite Gilgrunt variant, well, technically Gilgrunt doesn't have any variants besides the chases that came out for him. If you're on about my favourite Gilgrunt iteration, it's the Series 1 where he has his giant water serpent, because quite honestly, that giant water serpent is so cool and so powerful. How can that make it any other Gilgrunt iteration that I could prefer over that? It's just, it's impossible to like anything more than a massive tidal dragon. Yeah, don't you worry for Hammer, I understood what you meant, and when it comes to reposes, I do in fact enjoy Series 4 Gilgrunt the most. Believe me, I am mashing the skip button as possibly as fast and quickly as I can, your average Portal Master, but unfortunately this is one of those cutscenes to where I'm asking the game politely, can I please skip over this? But the game has other ideas in mind. Rufus is not number 1, Luke. You are asking for controversy at this point, because there's one thing Skylanders fans have in common. No, wait, 2 things. First of all, it's that the Series 4 Gilgrunt is the best Gilgrunt. If you disagree with that statement, then you're wrong, because that's just how opinions work. But outside of that, the other thing that universally Skylanders fans agree upon is that Doofus Rufus is the single worst NPC in Skylanders history. Frostfest Mountains is really fun, but we're most likely not going to get all the way up there for this stream because we're only doing the first half of the game. I hope we get to be able to copy and paste it IRL one day. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? I've only just got what you're saying right now. Are you going to do music only audio when you do Frostfest Mountains? We will see when we get there. It's one of those things to where nobody knows what the future holds except for the future. So when we arrive at that point in the future, then we will know just as much as the future knows right now. But since that is not right now, we do not know right now. That's just how stuff being in the future works. I have been awesome recently, thanks for asking. I had a quick little getaway with Luke and Flynn last weekend, and that was an absolute blast. It was great for relaxation after a long and intense course that we both shared. And, you know, I also managed to get out in the sun a little bit, get a bit of tan going on, go over the sea, which was rather refreshing, surprisingly so. So really there's nothing for me to moan about for the moment being, and now I can finally return to streaming because I'm home from university where the Wi-Fi is sufficient enough to stream. So yes, if there ever was a visualization for the word glory, then this visualization right here, this would be it. What do you mean, guys? I love Rufus. I love how we can't skip his repetitive dialogue and how he just completely points out the obvious and how he makes my blood boil. I don't see how people could possibly hate Rufus. Sarcastic comments are always the best ones. Luke did in fact get severely sunburnt, but outside of that we had a blast. But yeah, Luke, he's one of those where he can withstand the cold even really well. I was about to say hold then, which was not at all what I meant. But regardless, we are going to head out to Cascade Glade. I'm going to prepare a pole because the first element here is going to be the air element. But yeah, say Luke might have a great immunity to the cold, so to say. But what he doesn't have great immunity to, however, is the sun. His skin burns up really easily, apparently. Regardless, I have posted the air poll, so we'll see who wins that one. Please do pop forward. We'll just see how the poll goes, my friend. Look at Punk Shock's face over in the left-hand corner. It's like she killed somebody. She probably did. I mean, Punk Shock killed someone. That sounds about right to me. Oh boy, Popcorn has been absolutely annihilated in the poll right now. A poll which I can get to now that I finally have myself the ability to press the best button in the video game, the skip button. And now that I'm looking at it, Punk Shock's airwork? Punk Shock's artwork right there does in fact look like she's just committed a murder. But with that being said and done, Scratch is actually winning the polls, but it was pretty close. Popcorn gang. There you go, guys. I'm sure Popcorn will win some posts or polls later on. Once again, I'm getting my words a little tongue-tied apparently. Oh, now it's 50-50! What a shift up. If Popcorn winds up overtaking Scratch, then I'll swap out for him. But at the moment, that's how we'll deal with tiebreakers. We'll deal with tiebreakers by whoever had the highest votes first. But it seems as though, you know, the tiebreaker is over and Popcorn has taken back the poll right here at 55 to 45%. Guys, will you just make your minds up because it went back to 50-50 for a split second right here? Okay, let's deflate Popcorn right here. There you go, that made platforming a hell of a whole lot easier. But yep, Popcorn has now made a miraculous comeback.
Is a spark lock. Bring these two sparks together to unlock this gate.
Excellent observation skills right there, your average Portal Master. Popcorn was indeed winning. I'm disappointed in how you chose this path for Scratch. The path is quite a huge difference. Well, I might just have to try out the other path then, won't I? Popcorn, my man. Oh! Right, as I was saying earlier about how Chest of Greatness doesn't like any Skylanders. Apparently we found one of the few Skylanders that he does like in the form of Popcorn over here. Apparently. Okay, let's be slamming down. Boom, baby. Yeah, say this air pole definitely the closest one so far. It wasn't nearly as one-sided as what the Earth one was. Skylander Imaginator multiplayer team. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, clearly you don't, because that is not what SIMP stands for in the slightest. Don't die to a Chompy. I don't know, you're asking a lot right there. I mean, dying to Chompies, that is one of the few things in this game that I can conduct quite easily. Hello there, Stirfied. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I really appreciate you stopping on by. Your support recently has been amazing. So yeah, it's awesome to see, you know, it's reasons like this that I, you know, create YouTube content in the first place. Apparently I also do it so that then in front of several people on the internet I can get hit in the face by a cannonball. Skill? You know it's so incredibly skilled when I got hit in the face right there. Okay, I now have people to destroy. Oh, never mind. The Gobblepod, aka the MVP for this Locke, did it for me anyway. Yeah, the Gobblepods are definitely by far the most overpowered thing in the entirety of this game. Like, seriously, if I had to choose between a Skylander or a Gobblepod, I'd pick the Gobblepod every time, because a Gobblepod is just too overbearably powerful, if that makes any sort of sense. Or overbearingly, because grammar works. But now, for life element is about to pop up, so it looks like we're going to have some more poles to deal with.
Skylander, you have to stop the Greebles from locking up the Goblin Pond. They're an endangered plant or creature.
Skylanders.
Okay, so let's take Popcorn off the portal, and then I will ask you guys what life Skylander should I use. Should I? Once again, with the glory that is the elbow cam. Okay, ask the community. Use the best life core, Boom Bloom. Yeah, again, I don't think I can quite take a Sensei and bring her back to playing this game now, can I? The poll did say 50-50 for the shortest time, but now it seems as though Zulu is just barely edging out Bumble Blast. But, you know, this time around, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did with the air characters and just immediately hop onto the first one who wins. Also, it sounds weird to hear you say stuified, lol. Well, here I am, haven't just said it. So now I know how it sounds. But yeah, Luke, I should probably tell you that with my streams, I don't mind swearing, besides that swearing was censored as is. The only thing you should really be banning is offensive stuff and self-promotions. You know, those are where we draw the line. But outside of that, you know, you can say ass. I just said it. Why couldn't you be able to say it in the comments? Or shit, or fuck. You know, that's just how my content goes, because my content is many things. Made for kids is not one of them. Anyway, with that being said and done, I think Zulu has just barely edged out this one. Yeah, perhaps next time you don't press the wrong key, lol. So now I have crates to be destroying, because once again they looked at me funny. They really should stop doing that. Okay, here comes the boar. No, never mind, I don't have the boar, because apparently the Zulu is really under-leveled. Uh-oh. So yeah, I'm gonna get some treasure of this character because by the looks of it, with his lack of upgrades, he is gonna need it. So let's just hope he doesn't die in his second level now, shall we? Because him dying in his second level, or not dying even, you know, easy said and done on my behalf. So on that note, let's grab that gold right there. Oh, and fall off too. Alright, I think heavens this isn't superchargers, because on superchargers you take full damage, which basically means that on nightmare modes I would have died to a fucking pit of all things. But luckily, last time I checked, Skylanders Swap Force is not Skylanders superchargers, so we are therefore absolutely fine. Okay, there we go. Finish off that guy right there. Sweet. Self-promoting isn't going to promote any channel. I agree with you there, Ignite. Self-promoting is just pretty rude. You know, you don't just come onto someone else's stream and start promoting your own content. That's why we draw the line at that. You know, you should be here to enjoy the stream, not here to try and boost your own numbers, because at the end of the day that's all they are, numbers. You know, you've got to put in the work and the effort, and eventually you'll earn your place higher up, you know, for more popular SkyTubers. But at the end of the day, it might seem like a popularity contest. It isn't. It's all about passion. You know, if you have passion for this series, then go on ahead and make the videos anyway. Even if you aren't making them for anyone, you're making them for yourself, and that's got to count more than anything, really. Bots be like, yeah, well, I don't think I have any bots. Currently commenting on the stream. But with that, let's be doing a upgrade on our swooping birds. For swoop reloop. Nice clever pun right there. It is a thing you don't self-promo in other people's content. If I find that your content is worth self-promoting, then I will do, well, not self-promoting, but promoting, for lack of a better term. Then I will be doing the promoting on my own accord. But with that, you know, this guy's gonna punch my wolf, and that's very foolish of him, because now I want my revenge! And I level up too, I'll also take that, thank you very much. I miss having a fully upgraded Zulu. But you know, this is just yet another example of how prepared Ignite comes to all of his streams. Like seriously, my preparation for these streams, they are unparalleled. Everyone wishes they could prepare for these streams as well as I do. And that's just facts what that is. So now let's head into the bright blue glowy door thingamabob. In the Honey Badger Hollow, very interesting name for an area, I suppose. Hello there, Crib Crusher! Welcome, the biggest nerd of them all! We are here with Zulu today, a very under-leveled and under-upgraded Zulu at that, but a Zulu all the same. Wait, Crib Crusher just hit 10k! That's awesome! Congratulations, dude! If anyone deserves it, it's you, man. You're putting a lot of effort and work into your videos. You know, they're very enjoyable, to say the least. So yeah, I'm very glad that the one, the only Crypt Crusher managed to show up today. Why would the crypt be crushed? Now that, my friend, is a good question. Do we have an answer for it? Probably not. But we don't care still. You know, it's one of those universal unanswered questions that just nobody cares about, which is probably why it's unanswered in the first place. Besides, I love the fact that Crypt Crusher's name is just a constant reminder that he didn't even know that the vehicle existed when he made his channel. You know, I can no longer call him a nerd because it took him longer than making his channel name to find out that Crypt Crusher was the name of a vehicle, so... Does that really qualify him as a Skylanders nerd if you didn't know that? You know, these are the true questions we should be asking ourselves, not about how the crypt got crushed in the first place. Any deaths? Yes, I lost all 15 cores. Zulu is the last remaining one. We're only at Cascade Glade. It was terrible. You see the chompies? They were just everywhere. There was nothing I could do. Studio Stewart is back. I repeat, Studio Stewart is back. He's signed into the old memory of him. Yeah, I'm not worthy of a nerd title. You heard it first here, folks. Script Crusher is not worthy. Anyway, I think it's about time I ended the life poll so I could start up on the magic one, which, you know, if I was to make an educated guess, I would probably say that all of you are going to go with Star Strike. But now that I've said that, you guys, probably just to prove me wrong, will go with the complete opposite option. It wouldn't surprise me much. So, we want either Doomberg or Star Strike. If I wind up making typos, you know, that's my bad, but when you're typing in the middle of a stream, those things happen to occur. He left Stewifier's body, is that right, is it? Either way, currently the poll is 50-50. It's still 50-50 at 8 votes, 4 each. Oh, never mind. Doombug's just slightly gaining the edge right here. Again, you guys are really out to prove me wrong, apparently. But I'm going to let the poll sit for a few more minutes. Hashtag Star Strike gang. Star Strike is awesome. I really enjoy Star Strike. I don't really like either of them, to be honest. Well then, clearly you haven't played Star Strike, because the only people who don't like Star Strike are people who haven't played as her. Star Strike is such a beast. You can't go wrong with Star Strike. But, you voted Doombug, eh? I mean, Doombug probably does have the better design, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a Beetle with a magic staff, it looks awesome. But in terms of how well they play, Star Strike plays a lot better. But with that being said, I believe Doombug has just barely edged out for Paul this time round, so let's bring him in without further ado. I like both, but I prefer Doombug. Fair enough. Oh, the fools over here, the absolute fools! Goodbye. Oh, and now I'm getting hit apparently. Who's the fool now? Okay, I shoot this guy. I was about to say I jump over his attack, but apparently not. There you go. In what universe does Doombug sound like Jetpack? Not really picked it up myself, I must admit. Okay, let's take out these chonkies right here and not be killed by them. I know I've made jokes about me being killed by them, but that's all what they were, jokes, and I'd like to keep it that way. Oh! Just launch him off the edge, why don't we? Unpopular opinion, but Jetpack is good. Jetpack is good, I'm not going to disagree with that. I think Jetpack's highly overlooked. He does literally suck, but after he's done sucking in an enemy, he has a really powerful blast that kind of makes up for it. It might just be that I dislike having to pay attention to the orb that you reflect over and over and over and over. That's true, Star Strike does require a lot of concentration to play. She's by far one of the more sophisticated characters. In the same vein as Prison Break, Break even requires some ounce of concentration to play because you need to worry about the reflection of his beams and also bringing out all of his other attacks to complement the beams and everything, because Prison Break, say what you want about him, he is not a one-trick pony. You cannot spam his primary attack button and win. You have to use his other two abilities in order to complement that primary ability of his, as I continue to stutter. Series 3 Jetpack and Hurricane Jetpack are the only good ones. Oh, whoops, I meant to switch the characters and press the wrong button there. Anyway, I'm not going to disagree with that statement. Hurricane Jetpack is better because he has blades rather than just blasts of air, which is far cooler. And then Series 3 Jetpack not only has a really damn cool pose, but the fact that, you know, he can bring out double back blasters and then blow them up afterwards. It's a really cool wow pow, to say the least. Only 4? You have only 4 jetpacks? You should be ashamed. How could you call yourself a Skylanders fan and only have 4 jetpacks to your name? That's not right. I'm joking, of course, don't you worry. You know, you can have as many or as few jetpacks as you please. Okay, I must be honest with you guys, whenever enemies go to the bottom right hand corner of the screen, because my laptop and by extent the chat is there, I can never actually see it, because my laptop where I'm currently displaying the chat is blocking it. I know, probably not the wisest thing for me to do, but here I am doing it anyway, as I forget that I can only trap 2 enemies in my ball things at once. I am ashamed of how little I have. Like I say, don't be. That is just what we call in the old business some good old-fashioned sarcasm. Okay, I now have this guy to deal with. Yeah, take that, you fool. Ha ha ha. And I think we're said and done with.
Rolling through. Oh, thank goodness for Skylanders.
I have 2 jetpacks. Well, now I have 1.
It's the
You just
Skylanders.
lost one out of nowhere? Well, okay then.
Knew the Skylanders would return. We
Imagine
need them.
not having 4 snapshots like me. Disgraceful. Wait, some people only have 4 snapshots? How is that even possible? I have like 16,000 of them. Stu, Giants is the worst game. Brock, wrong answer, pal. Giants and Trap Team are probably the 2 most beloved Skylanders games. Those are the ones where you find the most passionate fans for them. Either end of the spectrum. It's mostly fans who love those games, but you can literally find people on the opposite end of the spectrum to where they despise those games with every fibre of their being. But yeah, I think Giants and Trap Team are definitely the 2 most talked about Skylanders games as well. I'm going to spend $300 on clones of me. Why not? You can't go wrong with a good old pumpkin eyeball. Well, you can, technically speaking, because unfortunately it doesn't appear in the game the same as it does on the figure. But outside of that, you can't go wrong. You guys aren't good at collecting. I have like 2 billion snapshots. Now that is impressive. You know, Brylander, he might own every Skylander, but does he own 2 million snapshots? Didn't think so. What Brylander does own, however, is every single creation crystal ever, you know, made. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the creation crystals didn't actually ship to retail, they just went straight to Brylander because he bought so many of them. I honestly think Giants is harder than Trap Team. It can be harder because you can't jump and that can make attacks a pain to dodge. And not to mention the hitboxes in that game are incredibly stupid. Like the Mace Mages deal damage to you before they've even finished their attacking animation. It can become very frustrating. Well, it depends on if you use Villain Cheese or not. And that was the second thing I was going to bring up. If you use Villain Cheese, Trap Team is piss easy if you use a combination of Crypt King and a villain. You give me Taekwon Crow and Crypt King as a tag team, I can solo shot Trap Team on Nightmare Mode. I kid you not. And in fact, I don't think that would even be as hard as Swap Force Nightmare Mode, because Taekwon Crow and Crypt King as a tag team are an absolute beast to be reckoned with. However, you strip away the villains and you don't play as Crypt King, then all of a sudden Nightmare Mode is a whole hell of a lot harder. I'm gonna sell my house so I can buy 3 million snapshots. Yeah, just take out a second mortgage for him. But are you sure you're gonna need to sell your house for that? Because 3 million snapshots, you know, a single snapshot is gonna cost you about 10 pence. So whatever 10 pence times 3 million is about how much it's going to cost you. Okay, so now let's be mashing the square button. Shortcut is also a bit of a beast. In fact, all of the undead Skylanders from Trap Team are a beast. And what's funny is that there are more undead Skylanders from Trap Team that can heal than life characters. Every single one of the undead cast in Trap Team has an ability that can heal them. With the life, High Five can technically generate apples when he's doing his slam spin, but his slam spin also deals damage to him, which is stupid. So Does that really count as healing? Then Bushwhack and Tough Luck can heal, but Food Fight can't, so... That's just a fun fact right there. I hope Dunebug is good, because I'm ordering him. Yeah, Dunebug is pretty good. Say, the design is probably the best part, the gameplay is just fine. Reignited Trilogy. Oh, that's why you lost your blades. Yep, everyone. National emergency. Chest of Greatness lost its blades, and it's all because of Reignited Trilogy. Man, for crimes of Reignited Trilogy just don't end, do they? They just don't. Anyway, we're now at the Great Hollow.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Okay, I'm gonna write the next poll ready for when we get to that part of the level at Midwater Hollow, which is gonna be the air element.
I'm afraid that the ancient elementals are in grave danger. Now that Chaos knows where to find them, you must go protect them and see to it they return here safely. If any harm were to come to them, it would be disastrous for all of Skylands.
I never played a Spyro game, so I can't comment on the Reignited Trilogy criticisms. I mean, the main thing about Reignited Trilogy, and it's the same with the Insane Trilogy, is that a lot of the OG fans, and the speedrunners in particular, they love the glitches from the originals, and of course they were patched out of Reignited Trilogy and Insane Trilogy, so it was only really people like that who were mad. Everybody else loved those games, they were very well acclaimed. I never played anything besides Skylanders. You really should, there are lots of really great games out there. Chill is great. Thank you for saying that, Trevor Ultimate Robot. I personally am a huge fan of Chill. She has a lot of projectile power, and she's really fun to use because of it. You know, just maintaining your distance and absolutely annihilating your enemies from afar. I'm an OG Crash player, but I don't mind about patches. Yeah, but were you more so a speedrunner of those original retro games that depended on those glitches to make the speedruns as fun and as renowned as they are? I mean, take Crash 2 when they first introduced the slide. You could press 3 buttons at once to create, like, a slide dash jump thing. I can't exactly tell you a technical name for it, but I know that if you pushed all 3 buttons at once, you had this speedrun tech, which isn't in the Insane Trilogy, so there you go. Chill is cool, no pun intended. Psych! It's very much intended. I mean, I'm much more so laughing at the psych part, not the pun, because the pun was terrible and you should be ashamed. Anyway, we're going to press the best button in the video game right now to skip over the cutscenes, that's per the norm. Oh, is that it? And also, you say we almost reached the Flash thing. We have an entire half an hour level, Tessa! Was it really too much to ask for you to drop us off a little bit closer to where the Flash fin was being captured? Was that really too much to ask? Chill was my first ever water Skylander, and now I don't have her and forgot. Oh no! She's been forgotten, that's unfortunate. Big sad. Anyway, it's time for me to see how the air poles is doing as I take Dubuk off a portal already. And so far, it's close, just like it was last time, but Scratch is winning out, but we are going to wait for a while because we never know how things might even out later on. Don't want to do what I did last time and swap out for Scratch too hastily. So far, it's still 50-50. Oh, never mind, I spoke too soon. 56 to 44 in favour of Popthorn. Oh, it's still in the game, it's just harder to do. Right, I see. Ice Wall and Giants is broken. Yeah. For Ice Wall and Empire of Ice, that's the whole purpose, to break it. So if it wasn't broken, you did not beat the level, and therefore, that's not very good, is it? So if anything, the Ice Wall and Giants being broken is a damn good thing. It might not be fun to do, but you have to do it all the same. That's just how the level works. And speaking of how the level works, playing the level next will be none other than Popthorn, as the polls have deemed it so. Okay, we got this guy to take out. Boom, baby! Yeah, this is also for level in the game to where the tech element gets its debut, so we can see how close the vote off between Countdown and Windup is going to be, which is definitely the vote I'm most interested about, because those two characters are two really, really beloved characters, so I honestly have no idea who's going to win out. There goes that fall. I love the fact that for air mines that he poops out, just launch an enemy up and give them massive knockback, very useful that. Welcome back, Ignite. Hope your lot goes well and you don't die. I'm not sure whether that's sarcasm or not. You know, when it's words on a comment section, it's harder to tell. But thank you for stopping by, Demigod Schmurder. I really appreciate it. Everyone in the streaming chat who hasn't done so already, go subscribe to Demigod Schmurder. His streams are legendary and so much fun. So definitely be sure to go check that guy out. He's well worth your time.
Razor sharp.
Crazy, stupid, overpowered, broken. Well, that's just the way we like it, isn't it? You know, if a character isn't that, then they just suck. You know, a character might be good, but good simply is not good enough. They have to be broken. Bumble Blast. I mean, when you say broken Swap Force characters, Bumble Blast has to be one of them that comes to mind, surely.
Help me out and catch all 3 of those blue piranhas.
Catchphrases are a lot different in Dutch. I'd assume so, and that's mostly because they won't do direct translations, because different words in different cultures can have completely different impacts. You know, it's why American films, when they're released here in the UK, get English dubs, as in United Kingdom English, because some words which Americans, you know, aren't affected by in any way whatsoever, we could find more offensive, and vice versa, where in the United Kingdom we might find some words to be absolutely fine, but the Americans find them to be overly offensive. So to connect with either audience more, they create censorships. Here we go. It's like in one of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films, Michelangelo constantly said bummer, which was censored here in the UK because bummer is, you know, more of an insult to what it is in America. There you go. Okay, what else do we have over here? Some stuff. Don't mind if I grab this stuff over here as we then, after having grabbed said stuff, proceed. Short and sweet. That is a bit irregular, rather than straight to the point. I mean, I don't get what's so short and sweet about him. Oh no, I get it. This is for short. And then this is for sweet! That's actually really cool. Now I think about it, I really like that. Yeah, take this, you fools. Take my sweet to the face! What's that? You don't like sweets? Very well, I'll give you short. Or maybe it's just that he's so overpowered and broken that, you know, his enemies are dealt with very quickly, so their lives are short and sweet. Just without sweet part, because I can't imagine having a good life as an enemy of the Skylanders. Okay, enjoy your sleep there, Chest of Greatness, and I really appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Skylander shorts! Yep. Who remembers those? I remember those all too well. Skylander boy and girl were a literal part of my childhood. I mean, they were with everyone, it feels like. Anyone who ever played a Skylanders game is basically guaranteed to have watched the Skylander Boy and Girl at some point or another. Like, their videos did better than what the official videos on the Skylander Games page did. You know, trailers for the Skylanders games, they did perform as well as the Skylander Boy and Girl promotional videos, mind you. It's why they got put on such a pedestal by Activision and all that. There you go, let's take him down. And whilst I'm at it, let's be quiet about Skylander Boy and Girl before this whole stream turns into one massive hot take, which is not what we need right now. You're watching for Skylander shorts, not those kinds of shorts. Oh, sorry, that was terrible. I mean, they were cringe. That was like their whole ordeal, how cringy they were. But as kids, that's exactly the kind of content that you like watching. You enjoy that content as a dumb, stupid kid. I know I was a dumb, stupid kid, and I enjoyed it. So clearly, even they were doing something right. Whereas me, you know, I'm complete opposite, because I am never cringy. Even though I am cringy, I just blend it better with my more mature humour. Because hey, I treat you guys like adults. If you click on some videos, then you respect the fact that this isn't going to be made for kids, and we're here to have fun, not to censor ourselves needlessly. You know, we've grown up with this franchise. People who played Spyro's Adventure back when they were 10 like me are, you know, turning into adults now, and so I'm here to respect that. And as I've always said, if this isn't the place for you, if you don't appreciate the swearing and all that, then get out of here. There's plenty of other places that, you know, you can have family-friendly Skylanders content, but that's not what I'm about. As you get older, it's for more, you kind of hate Flynn. No, not really. In fact, if anything, I learned to appreciate Flynn more as I grew older and, you know, got into later iterations of the franchise. I got really upset when Flynn got a really small role in Imagineers, for example. So yeah, now it's time for me to wait for another poll to load up before I can write it out. So, what fire Skylander should I use as I continue to bump my face cover apparently? Okay, so the question is either Smolder Dash or Frino. Let's ask the community and just slightly bop my face come back. The older I get, the more I hate blobbers. You can't hate blobbers, man. Blobbers is the most powerful, most legendary, most awesome NPC in the history of overpowered legendary NPCs, man. Well, Frino was winning for a short time, but now Smolder Dash is coming through and absolutely annihilating him. So we're just going to put Smolder Dash into the portal already and hope that Frino doesn't surpass her anytime soon. I mean, Frino is good. I like Frino, but not nearly as much as Smolder Dash, who is, like I remind you, my favourite character of this Locke, who unfortunately just kind of took a rocket to the face right there. Because, man, this is another significantly under-upgraded character, or under-leveled character more specifically. Oh, crap, there's more back here. There's more, I tell you. Yeah, we're going to run away now. Oh, I don't even have a soul gem yet. That's sad. Okay, watch out for the blast. There you go. We'll be fine. Hopefully I'm not about to eat those words right now, because words, they are not the tastiest of things, I must admit. There you go. Woo! That got a bit too close right there. I honestly thought that hit me for a moment there. I was about to get very mad. Hashtag trigger gang. If Star Strike isn't in this lock, I'll go and cry. Well, Judas, hopefully you can help sway the polls when the magic element pops up again.
Avoid the eels. If you touch them, you will lose your fish.
Thanks for the advice there, Eon. I'm going to try my hardest to avoid said eels, but sometimes, you know, it just doesn't work out. Especially for me. You ask me to do something, and most of the time I wind up doing the complete opposite, because I'm just that bad at the video game. I love Smolder Dash. Wait. Oh, I know Smolder Dash jumps in the air, but where does Spyro's grip, like, connect to when he goes up? We need answers. Oh, yeah! That's a good point. Where does his grip go to? Is there just, like, some magic sky beam that it hooks itself to? Is this, like, the Avengers, the first movie, where there's massive sky beam? And here, you know, Spyro's is grappling to it. Yeah, all these unanswered questions, man. These are the things that need answers. Forget actual important questions about the universe and how it works. What I really want to know is what Spyriser's grapple hooks onto when he launches himself into the air. Yes, hello there, Judas. Hello there, indeed. You pulled off an ignite and didn't say hello until after you made your introductory clear, which we love to see it. You know, you've got to make it abundantly clear to the chat that I am here and I'm here to be heard. Yes, hello there, Jump TV. Clip is nearly finished tonight. We'll send it to you later on. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, the video, it's really starting to come together already. It's not even due to come out until October. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, we're just going to keep that under wraps for now. Purely confidential type stuff. You'll see about a massive collaboration I'm planning when it comes out in October, mind you. But for now, it will just stay as something I'm doing for October. So in other words, let's get hype! Oh, I keep on forgetting that she doesn't have her soul gem ability, and I am big sad because of it. Okay, let's get these fools. They look to me funny. Oh man, I hate the life spell punk. I hate the life spell punk so much. There you go, here's the life spell punk. Goodbye. Told you so. Even when she isn't fully upgraded or fully up-leveled, this character is still a beast. And I love her. She is so cool. This character. So cool. I mean, seriously, what was that? What was that? I almost feel sorry for the enemies. Almost. Remember how I sucked at Skylanders? Well, now I'm good. It's like a new name meant for a new person. I will believe that when I see it. But don't you worry, Stuified, you know, how bad you were at Trap Team has become a channel meme, so it shall live on in everyone's memories forever. Because truly, you don't get any more glorious than a channel meme. If you have became a channel meme for Ignite the Fire, or you gave birth to one, then that is when you know you have made it in life. Like, for example, Judas with Smith Boom. On that day, he turned from being a boy into being a man. All because he made one of the greatest memes the channel has ever seen. Smith Boom. Who voted for Dumbbug? Everybody who voted for Dumbbug is who voted for Dumbbug, my friend. I'm kind of tempted to re-nickname him to Dumbbug now because it's far more accurate. I mean, seriously, what about Doonbug implies that he's all about dunes and everything. It might be a bug, but that's about as close to the name gets to his reality. As much as possible, you know, as close as much as possible. That's just how the reality of the situation goes, and I've just realised that I have just kind of wandered off and I'm currently speaking absolute gibberish. This is illegal! Yes, of course it's illegal to prefer Doonbug over Starstrike. After all, opinions are illegal, especially when they are wrong. And anyone who dislikes Starstrike is wrong, because that is how opinions work. How many times do we have to say this? Oh boy, watch out for mines. Somehow mines didn't hit me right there, and I am quite alright with that. Yeah, sure thing, Gurglefin, sure thing. Don't we all just love Gurglefin without a hint of sarcasm nor a shadow of doubt? Oh, Stir-Fi bringing in the facts right here. I'm impressed. So impressed, in fact, that I feel like that right there deserves a channel modification. So, congratulations, Stir-Fi. You are now going to be a channel moderator. Just as you were on your previous channel, mind you. I just never actually got around to making you a channel mod until now. So you're welcome. Don't say I don't ever do anything for you. Anyway, just like that. Small Dash is out of money, so it's time for me to create a poll as to which tech Skylander I should play next. With a D. I think spelling should with a D would be useful. So first of all we want countdown, and then we want wind up. No worries at all, Stir-Fi. No worries at all. We all know Skylanders was a copy of LEGO Dimensions. Don't you worry, Dina. I can tell from the emoji alone how much of a joke that is. Which is why I laughed. It's funny. Funny joke. Ha ha. Now everyone laugh at her funny joke. I see you not laughing at the joke. Laugh at it already. And I sure hope it's her now that I've said that out loud. My apologies if I got it wrong. I don't mean to offend. But with that being said and done, wind up is absolutely annihilating Countdown right now. Why do you gotta do this to my boy, guys? This is Countdown we're talking about, and you're hurting his feelings. Countdown's my boy. My poor baby boy. Luckily though, Wind Up is also very, very good. You'd be hard pressed to find a Skylander Swap Force core that's bad, unless their name is Slobtooth. But with that one exception, just about every single core in this game is really, really good. Boom! Just like Spyro is a rip-off of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Exactly! Just like that. Truer words were never said, my friend. Wind Up alpha male. I mean, he's a robot, so is he really much of anything? But one thing that's really clever about Wind Up is the fact that, in real life, he's a toy. You know, that's what Skylanders are. Skylanders are toys. And yet, his entire design is warped around the idea of a Wind Up toy. His actual genius, a toy, that is literally a toy. You know, I love that. It's subtle and it's genius and it's just well thought through. It goes to show the care and effort that was put into every single one of these Skylanders for Swap Force. Anyway, speaking of Skylanders from Swap Force for us to use, it's time for me to conduct another magic poll. Now just remember, if you don't pick Star Strike, Judas will find you and he will end you. So just keep that one in mind. He's not that bad, but in comparison to the other cores, Slobbertooth is nowhere near their level. Oh, Star Strike getting off an early lead right there. Oh, but Doonbug, he's coming back. He's slowly edging there. Star Strike is currently only a few votes ahead of him at the moment. I think it's like 5-4 at the moment. Oh, nope, now Doonbug is surpassing Star Strike again. Oh, and now it's 50-50. Oh, these polls. One thing they are is exciting. Oh, and now Star Strike is up there again. Star Strike is so fun, and I'm so good playing as her. I can't tell whether that's sarcasm or not, but considering that he had so many O's, I'm going to assume it was sarcasm. But with that being said, Star Strike has won the poll this time round, so congratulations everyone. Judas isn't about to conduct some, you know, murderous spree. Okay, here we go, shooting for the stars with my undeliverable Star Strike. Luckily though, I'm not playing Tower of Time, so I should be fine, because apparently Tower of Time is Star Strike's one and only weakness. Okay, here we go. Elementalist, eh? Nice. Okay, we're just gonna let that come back to us now, I suppose.
Like stars in the sky.
Let's go! Let's go indeed, bro. So much hype, in fact, that it made me resort to rhyming. And you can't go wrong with the old rhymes now, can you? No, not the poor bog hog. Anything but the poor bog hog.
Evilized bog hog.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Now all I gotta do is carry on reflecting this thing, and we'd be good. Oh! When I said to carry on reflecting this thing, yeah, clearly that was a fucking lie. There you go, there's that guy dealt with. Hogs when Crash hijacks it too many times. Oh, mate. You see, this is why I love streams, you know. You guys get a good, just as good a laugh out of me as I do out of you guys.
Skylanders of the tech element.
If Doonbug wins, next time I'll show all of you my obsidian hothead, so you want to commit suicide. We don't use that word here, Judas. We use the word Sudoku. Your obsidian hothead would be so powerful that everyone would want to commit Sudoku. You see, that's far, far better. Anyway, wind up one for previous polls. I'm just going to carry that over. Why would you want to see Obsidian Hothead when that makes you want to commit Sudoku, Stupefied? I don't think that's a good plan. You know, Sudoku is very serious and not something to be taken lightly. You see, this is where the double meaning for joke comes in, because I'm actually a huge fan of Sudoku puzzles. That's what I do in a lot of my free time. I complete Sudoku puzzles. So I do in fact take Sudoku, as in the game, very, very seriously. So yeah, that is for double meaning behind the joke right now. Okay, let's be launching off again! Obsidian Hothead is the worst being in the whole universe. Oh. Sudoku does not suck! Take that back! I'm kidding, you are of course entitled to your opinion, and I understand that Sudoku is not something for everyone. What is something for everyone, however, is this poll about what water scan should I use next. That is indeed for everyone. As I continue to lose my train of thought. Train of thought, what's that? Well, whatever it is, I seem to have lost it apparently. So yeah, let's ask the community what water scanner we should use next, and take off my caps lock key, because that's why Punk Shark and Riptide's names were very much capitalised. So far, Punk Shock is absolutely creaming Riptide, but that's based on a singular vote, so it's going to be 100% either way. Never liked Sudoku. Fair enough. Also, 16 likes on the stream. That is madness. Thank you guys so much for the support. Remember, if you haven't done so already, to smash that like button. It will show to me that you guys enjoy the streams, and I'll be sure to prioritise them moving forward, if that's what you guys would enjoy the most. But again, I can only really see that reflected through the like account. Food Fight is not the best Skylander. Whoever said he was? He's like top 100 at the best. Anyway, we have Riptide winning out this time, so let's pop on to Paul without further ado and hope that Punk Shock doesn't make a miraculous comeback all of a sudden. Okay, here come these fools. I voted Rip because he is at least unique and has a whale. Yeah, that's true, even if his gameplay is not as good as Punk Shock's in my personal opinion. But you can't go wrong with Massive Whale! Yeah, let's just get kicked in the face, why not? Massive Whale! Okay, bring it on so that then we can bring out yet another hit to the face apparently, but after that a Massive Whale! I love saying that. I love saying that so much. Anyway, this time let's not get hit in the face. Never mind about that plan. That plan was overrated anyway. Riptide is for crackhead under my bed. Wouldn't surprise me that. It sounds about right, to be honest. Riptide supports fish abuse. Yeah, that is something that you should not support, really. Do not take Riptide's words as something to model yourself around. You know, he is no role model. But what he is, however, is someone with a massive whale! They just love a massive whale. Riptide is many things in accordance to you guys, but a good guy is not one of them. I'll take this to the face. Oh, thank you for finishing that off for me. How very kind and thoughtful of you. Okay, finish off that guy. Ouch, get hit by those guys. You see, it's all part of my elaborate plan right here is what it is. As we bring out the massive whale! Okay, let's finish off this plant right here. There you go. Okay. Ouch. This is pain, and a lot of it. Ouch. More pain! Ouch. Pain! So much of it! Give me a hot dog, I need it so badly! Thank you, game. I needed that. How about you guys attack the Evil Eyes crystals rather than me some more? You know, how about we do that? What does it look I'm trying to do here, Flynn? Oh, crap. In my defense, as I said, my bottom right-hand corner of the screen is blocked by my laptop, and I could not see it. But with that also being said, is this really a character we all cared about? Didn't think so. So let's bring back Poke Shock. It looks like I no longer need to worry about the poles for the water element then. Mistakes were made. Rip Tide indeed. There you go. They're all dealt with at long last. Well, we might have died, but hey, we got the enemy goal at least. I love Riptide, he's cool. Well, unfortunately, you know, he's not much of anything right now because he's classed as dead and cannot be used again throughout the remainder of the Locke. Our first casualty, first of many, no doubt. What's that? Welcome to the stream, Slimy Owo. I'm just gonna call you Slime because that's easier for me. Hopefully that's alright with you. Riptide would be cool if both fishes were actually useful. Yeah, that's true. It's clear that the hammerhead is so much more better than the other one. But do you, Stuified? Do you really? I was about to call you Studios? My brain is mashed potatoes right now. That's what it is. Slime or Slimy is fine. Nice. Yeah, I'll stick to Slimy then.
There you are, Skylander.
Uwu? Someone clip that for a meme comp. I mean, me saying Uru is the perfect meme. Just me doing anything is a perfect meme. So what could I say except you're welcome? That's another emote I have planned. You're welcome. You know, it'll just be probably Maui, no doubt, but I think it could be an awesome emote all the same. But I need to get more channel members before I can start adding more emotes to the pool of usable emotes. Okay, I will be McKnight saying Uru. That sounds like a good plan right there. I like that plan. Oh, this got dark
Greetings,
pretty quickly.
Master. You and your Skylanders have done very
Your channel
well
is
so
just a
far.
meme channel and I love
Now
it.
is time
Well,
for
my
you to
streams
take
are.
the next
Then again, I say that my
step
streams
in as a
even
Pokemon.
correlate into
Just
for
as your
videos I
Skylanders
make.
can
You know,
level
stuff
up,
like for
you too
looks.
can become
I
more
constantly
powerful.
reference back to
Your
my
Portal Master rank
memes.
will increase as you earn stars.
Thanks for pointing out the fucking obvious Harry on. But yeah, my next emote is going to be Smash a Window. Then we're going to have Smith Boom. And then it can be You're Welcome. Drillbot, you should make a out of context vid of Ignite. There are so many things you could clip me for that could be taken well out of context. Especially since, you know, I yell
Very
a
impressive.
lot.
You are well on your way to becoming a truly great Portal Master.
Ignite looks like the guy to be in for line to McDonald's and fart, erupting for Yellowstone volcano. Yep, that's me, 100%. I hate speedrunning. It's a good thing I'm not speedrunning then right now, isn't it? Okay, I will consider making out of context Ignite. Most of the time it's me reading your comments, that's what makes it so messed up. Me reading what you guys have to say
You should go see them at once.
as I yell. The most out of context thing Ignite has said is massive whale!
Go see us when you are ready to go on your
Oh, mate. I mean, if you had the gameplay showcased alongside me, it's not so out of context. But the clip by itself, yeah, I can see what's so problematic about that. Or at least a sound clip by itself, mind you. Chicken McLickin, sickin' wickin'. Well, okay, Slimy. You do you, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to prepare the poll for the next element, which is going to be air.
Once powered by petrified darkness, and that those evil crystals are still buried there to this day.
That's gotta be the place. Flynn and I are ready to head out whenever you are, Skylander.
Let's go off to the Rampart Ruins then, shall we? With a pause for dramatic effect.
There, that's the dig site that Snagglescale was telling us about.
People keep messaging me talking about the Soul Link. What, you mean the one where you lost 8 of our characters in the first 6 levels? You mean that Soul Link? With that being said, let's press the best button in the video game to skip over all that deep stew right now. And finally, submit for air poll to the chat. My mum just walked into my room and you screamed massive whale and laughed. How can you not laugh at massive whale? It's like the best thing to come out of this stream. The sad thing is that Riptide is dead, so I can't even do it anymore. That's the exclusive stuff that you guys get to bear witness when you watch a stream from beginning to end. Oh mate, and now currently winning for air poll with a scratch, but I'm sure things will even out soon enough. Speaking of things evening out, it's now 50-50 so far. This is a really cool level. It has really nice atmospheric music, and it's really well designed too. I love the fact that you platform and you fight over the remains of Archeans and everything. So it looks good, it sounds good, and it's well designed. How can you not love the Rampart Ruins? As Junk TV has pointed out. Anyway, speaking of things being pointed out, it seems as though Popcorn has won the poll again, but Scratch could always make a miraculous comeback. We know how these things go. I think the 2 dislikes have came from the people who just ended the stream in the middle of me saying, massive whale! You know, if I was just to come into a stream and randomly see that, I would probably dislike the video too. But hey, you know, the dislike number is something to ignore, especially when you compare it to the like number, which is 12 times bigger, mind you. You know, the like number is the only number that I care about. And considering that it's as high as 24, I really, really appreciate that. You know, my videos tend to get consistent likes, so I am right where I want to be. Anyway, time to end this poll so we can start up the next one for the life element. See if Zulu clutches it out again. My grammar is off today. Yeah, well, having proper grammar is overrated, so really nobody cares. I mean, this is a fucking Skylanders live stream. Grammar is the last thing on anyone's minds right now, unless someone here is an English teacher, which, by God, I hope you're not. Mostly because I would hate for an English teacher to point out how terrible my grammar is right now. So with that being said, let's get Bumbleblast or, whoopsie, Zulu in here. Ask the community. Boom. My English grammar is only based on feelings. Yep. Yeah, fuck grammar. Okay, so far, Bumbleblast is definitely winning out over Zulu. You guys saw how under-leveled and under-upgraded he was before, and you're thinking, yeah, maybe we shouldn't force him to play the under-leveled character. Because Bumbleblast, you know, the odds of him not surviving this, they're rather slim. The odds are forever in our favour playing as Bumbleblast right here. I speak Franglish, so grammar for me is bad. Without the is, you know, you have specifically said that grammar for me bad, which is fair enough. That's probably my new favourite comment, I must be honest. I love how you're not even surprised that I swore, lol. I'm not surprised when anybody swears. You know, I've said it before and I will say it again, I am open to swearing in this stream because this is made for more mature audiences. Especially since, if I swear and then I censor other people who swear in the chat, that's pretty fucking hypocritical of me, so I'd rather not be a hypocrite. If I swear, you guys can swear too, that's just how it goes. Fair is fair. I voted Zulu because he is good in the main games and OP in Ring Heroes. You're not wrong, Zulu is indeed OP in Ring Heroes. He's one of the only cores to actually be a 5-star legendary in that game.
Exactly, that'd be somewhat absurd. These were spiky enraged purple sugarbacks.
Fuck yeah! Yep. Couldn't have said it better if I did so myself there, Stuified. Okay, I gotta go edit stuff. See you, Ignite. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Drobot. I really appreciate the support, and I hope you enjoy your editing right now. It's been a blast having you on for the stream, my friend. And here comes the part where I can't even see my character because he's in the bottom right hand corner of the screen right now. But you know what? Being able to see Bumbleblast is overrated because you don't even need to see this character to be good with him. He literally does all of the work for you. In fact, I just came up with a genius video idea. I'm going to keep that to myself and make it. As for that video, I will no doubt use this as a clip introducing you to said video so that then this clip can be used for greater context. But yeah, that's my point. Just came up with a great video idea and you will see said great video idea utilised in the near future, hopefully. Yeah, there you go, deal with that right there. Hello Hector, welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you stopping on by. Very interactive based stream this one because I'm putting up polls every single time I swap out for an element. So you guys can choose which of the two characters representing that element I play with. Okay, take down that fool. Okay, take down this fool too while we're at it. Sweet. Didn't even get hit once. Man, that's gotta feel bad. I almost feel sorry for the enemies right here, but keyword here is almost. But now I believe fire is about to pop up. I am correct in that factor, so that means it's time for yet another poll. So what fire Skylander should I use? We're gonna have either Smolderish or Frino. Let's ask the community. Okay, Junk, enjoy your homework, which, you know, is a bit of a sarcastic statement in of itself, because homework is near impossible to be enjoyed, but regardless, it's important, so definitely go off and, you know, conduct your duty to your school, and I hope you have as much fun as possible doing it, as fun as homework can get. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate the support, and go have a great rest of your day. But right now, you know, for the rest of my day, it's going to be pretty great if Smolderdash keeps getting voted in for the fire sections. Yes, please. Let's go. It's my girl once again. Man, I love this character. Yep. So much fun. The word homework just really lights me up with how much fun it implies I'm about to have. You know, homework is just something that every kid on the planet absolutely fucking loves, isn't it? And there you go, there is yet another out of context clip for you all to utilise to your own advantage, I suppose. It's not exactly like I'm going to get an advantage out of it, now is it? Okay, let's take out these fools. Goodbye! Okay, let's take out those fools right there. Sweet. Now let's grab the banana! Yeah, again, another out of context clip as we open up this chest right here. You can't go wrong with the out of context. Man, I'm getting so much gold though right now. I can really upgrade Smolderdash, which I'm looking forward to. I'm actually skilled in the Glumshanks fight now, even with Dumbstone. Wow. Oh, the poll just turned to 50-50, but so far, you know, Smolderdash was winning for the longest time, so per the tiebreaker rules, Smolderdash shall remain unless Frino overtakes her all of a sudden. Sweet, we just leveled up. That like to sing. There you go. Ah, this guy can't fool me. I am unfoolable. Which is a bit of a funny word now that I think about it. When fighting Chef Pepperjack on Nightmare mode, the floor is just lava. You will lose a lot of Skylanders in that fight. Yeah, Chef Pepperjack is really tough, especially in Nightmare mode, but there are ways to deal with him, fortunately. What there isn't ways of, however, is upgrading Smolderdash right now. We're a bit short on gold. Luckily though, we do get to remain as her a little bit longer, considering that fire is still the current element of the area, and Smolderdash is currently still winning for all. Up we go! Oh, and we also take a hit to face as well, apparently. So all I need to do is not do that again, and we'll be fine. And by not do that again, I mean take the hit to the face, mind you. What else would I do by that now, right? Okay. Woof! That was too close right there. Okay, there goes that guy. And that guy, sweet. Okay, this guy's about to go, sooner rather than later, I hope. There you go. Okay, we're gonna suck him up close and then use our whip to finish him off with.
You got burned.
Okay, there you go.
Lighting the way.
Skylanders of the Earth element are strong.
Earth element, eh? Don't even know why I'm conducting a poll for this. It's going to be pretty fucking obvious who's about to win out over the other, considering how much annihilation Stubbertooth went through the last time we was here with this poll. But who knows? Maybe the turns have tabled. So much so that rather than Sculpt winning, Stubbertooth will come out on top. Okay. Boom! Ask for community. We have Stupefied who loves Stubbertooth at least, so you know, maybe he will be the force that will cause the turns to have tabled. Yeah, I mean, the first vote is going to go to Stubbertooth, but there are many more votes to come, I could assure you of that. Oh wow, Stubbertooth truly is making the miraculous comeback of the century right here. 6 votes in and Stubbertooth is absolutely creaming Sculpt for the moment being. 7 votes and he's still winning. What kind of alternate universe am I in right now where Stubbertooth can win this poll with ease? So yeah, we're just going to swap out for him, and so long as he remains on top we shall continue to play with Stubbertooth. Okay, watch out for spikes. Honestly, if Stubbertooth is your boy and you just haven't played with many good Skylanders, that could also be your boy. What we do have over here, however, is a treasure chest. Woo woo! Is this Fortnite? Yep. This is the new Season 8 Ultimate Deluxe Collector's Edition Fortnite map. I got given exclusive access to it, so you know, you guys aren't going to be able to play it for a few months yet. He will either do it with Rollerball or Grim Creeper. I think we should make his life harder, lol. Well, when we do the voting for the undead elemental area, you know, it will be either Grim Creeper or Rollerball. And let's just say, if you guys pick one character, then he will die, and the other one will be fine, because she is so much more better than the other guy. So, you know, if you guys want to see me play as Grim Creeper in this level, and by extent, against Evil Glumshanks, no, I will do it. I will play as him. But he will also die. So you will all single-handedly be responsible for the death of Grim Creeper. I hope that those of you who vote that will be happy to have that blood on your conscience. But for now, you know, we are dealing with Stubbertooth. Ah, watch out for the flying bat thingamabob. Currently have the Western Watch apparently. Ouch.
Here's the stone totem that Willowbark was talking about.
Very conveniently placed that this is right here, just as Tessa was saying that. Rollerball is very good. I much prefer Rollerball over Grim Creeper, which I know is a bit of a hot take, but it's my take all the same. Anyway, let's end that poll because the undead is about to show up.
Don't make me go full evil on you.
I want to see you clutching out the thing with Grim as a light core lock redemption. It won't be a redemption though, it will just be a continuation of the pattern is what it will be. It will be a pattern, more so than anything else. And here, we don't like patterns. We prefer redemptions. But unfortunately, redemptions just aren't quite as easy to come across as patterns in my line of work. Anyway, it's time for you guys to vote. I'm looking forward to what undead I'll be playing next. But man, I do really love this new polling feature. It's so good. Nah, you can do it. I won't be so sure about that. You know, as John Cena once said, are you sure about that? So let's bring on the poll. So far, Royal got the first vote. That, yes! We like to see it. I need to call in Luke and tell him to join the stream because Luke's favourite Skylanders is Roller Brawl, so I know who he would vote for. You know, I really need to tip for odds into my favour, really. Which is not going to be found with me playing as Grim Creeper. Oh, there you go, Roller Brawl. Come on, girl, you gotta clutch this out. It was 50-50, not anymore. So yeah, let's see how things go. We'll wait for one last vote, see which way it goes, because one more vote to Grim Creeper is going to even it out to 50-50. Like it just did. Perfect timing. So yeah, we're going to have to wait for one final vote, and whoever, you know, makes that vote will determine whether I play as Roller Brawl or Grim Creeper right now. It might not stay, you know, the vote might shift itself again later on, in which case I'd have to switch back to the most highest rated Skylander as I continue to switch my nose, but it seems as though Roller Brawl is just barely edging things out. It looks like I can get through this level and by accident the boss with no deaths because Roller Brawl is just so much of a beast. Like, look at that, man. Look at that. Goodbye. Oh, this character's too fucking good, I tell you. She's too good. Oh yeah, cha-ching. Alright, let's freaking go. You guys wanna laser me? That what you wanna do? Well, it ain't gonna happen, baby. Ouch. Never mind, I suppose it is. But you know what? This is fine. As they say in the old business, this is fine. That's what this is. This is fine. Fine, I tell you. Now stop worrying. Stop engaging panic mode. Just calm down and remember that this is fine. Even though I am still continuing to take hits to the face, apparently. Not this time, though. Not this time. There you go. Okay, let's continue on through here. There's going to be some cherries for us to take advantage of. As I knock him off the edge! Ha ha ha! Okay, just you wait for it. I'm going to knock him off the edge! There you go. I didn't even need to knock him off the edge because the headbutts were so powerful. Okay, let's knock him off the edge! Oh, never mind. Knock him off the edge, or just kill him, I suppose that also works. Boom, baby. This character's so good. So far beyond what she deserves to be, and yet here she is being this good anyway. Yeah, 32 likes, that is pretty pog, the same number as the original Castle Surprise Adventure. Nice coincidence, that one. Oh, wait, there's more guys we need to knock off. There you go. Okay, there's that guy. Okay, he's gonna open up, so... Yeah, let's just do these out of order, why not, right? Boom, baby! 32 because of me. Thank you so much, I really appreciate you all liking the stream. Means a lot that we have raised 33 likes through the course of the stream, and it is not ending anytime soon. So yeah, thank you so much for this, everyone, and I'm going to end off that undead poll whilst Roller Brawl is winning, so, you know, let's not change my fate, shall we? Let's have this fate sealed with Roller Brawl coming through and absolutely annihilating Evil Glumshanks. He doesn't stand a chance, I almost feel sorry for him, but almost doesn't count now, does it?
Oh no! What did the wicked monkey do to
Yeah, Roller Brawl is a pretty great Skylander. There's no denying it.
Wait, what's...
What clip? Oh, you mean that clip? Yeah, that clip I haven't even started yet. Even though I think when I said what clip should have been a pretty big implication that I haven't started it yet. And by implication I mean I was implying to the very fact that I haven't started it yet. That's just how fancy words work, you know?
I now have powers I didn't even know I had!
If you somehow die now, I'll go and laugh. You'd laugh regardless! But yeah, that's probably going to be the case. No doubt I have wound up fucking jinxing myself. That would not surprise me. Mostly because I apparently hate myself and now I want to go commit Sudoku. Not really. That was a joke. A little bit of a serious joke, but a joke all the same. Behold the first supercharger. I mean, yes, she is in fact a supercharger and a very good one at that. Don't worry about being late, Leo. The important thing is that you showed up in the end and I'm very happy to have you here. I really appreciate the support as always. Okay, watch out for all those right there. I love the detail, since as you skate through the little water right here, you actually see the little skating icons. It's so cool. You know, that's what's great about this game, just the attention to detail in general is unrivaled, especially amongst other Skylanders games where really only Superchargers looks better. Vicarious Visions just took a lot of care in their presentation and their craft when it came to the games that they developed for the Skylanders franchise. Here we go. We on the next phase yet? Not yet. Welcome back, Crits. Honor to have you here, my friend, as I take a hit from, I don't know, something I guess. But yeah, we're here at Raw Ball, trying our hardest not to die. If we were to die, it would be hilarious after I said explicitly that I'm most likely not going to die now. You know, that and the old business, if I was to die, would be known as karma. Yeah, Vicarious Visions just have some phenomenal concept art. They even made 2 books out of it, which are very impressive. And welcome back, Junk TV. How did that homework go? At least I hope you have wonderful homework. Yep, Mr. 10K is indeed back. Very, very impressive. What's also impressive is how far back Robball can launch these guys with just a single headbutt. Like, jeez, I feel sorry. That looks like it hurt. Ouch. Go on, attack me. Thank you. Okay, let's go back and get this pizza then. There you go, sweet. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this guy alive so that then less shotgunners to spawn in. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not really responding to your comments all that well right now, guys. I'm just kind of like initiating concentration mode. I desperately need it right now. Ouch! You see, that is why I need it. Come on, come at me, bruh. There you go. I need the pizza! Okay, here we go. Come at me. There you go. Let him hit those shotgunners, or not. Is that going to hit the spikes? Apparently it is, yes. Okay, there you go. You have Strata. That's awesome, man. I know that book is really hard to come by, so once again, that is very impressive. That is very impressive. I am impressed. Okay, there you go. Got no more shotgunners to deal with. Okay, are we going to defeat Chaos this Gumshanks even this time round? No, we're not. So we got one final phase for this apparently. You have an English mock exam tomorrow. Well, best of luck to you, my friend. Watch out for all of the, you know, bomb explodey thing, yes. Okay, come on, finish him off. There you go, let's go, no deaths. Woo! I have math. Oh, well, good luck with math. When it comes to me personally, numbers come naturally. You know, my brain just wraps itself around numbers really well. I always understood math more so than what I ever did with English and all that. I'm very much, you know, a maths person at heart. At the end of the day, math is one of those things to where I can totally see why you hate it. You know, numbers just don't always come easy to you, and, you know, sometimes your brain just wraps itself around words better. But sometimes it's the opposite, and it's better with numbers, like my mind. My mind is more of a processing mind, so therefore I process numbers very well, not as well as I do with words. I love math. I love that you love math. With that being said, no deaths. Judas isn't so pleased about it. I'm done with every exam apart from English. I passed in all apart from maths. I don't like maths. Oh, that's unfortunate, but maths I always did well. I never dropped below an A in maths. Or as for United Kingdom grading system goes, I never got below a 7 in maths. Just saying that's the equivalent of an A, so yay! When Ignited loses to Skylander, everyone spam F. I mean, you could do that in Riptide's honour, since we did lose him previously, but don't do that right now, because spamming F be pretty overwhelming. What we're going to do instead is talk to Snagglescale, who I was accidentally even calling Gurglefin earlier. That's the Spice Adventure NPC. You're more of an English buff. Fair enough, Grip Crusher, fair enough indeed.
I used to be quite the gladiator back in my prime. Undefeated I was in 99 matches.
You can call it maths, you can call it math. It doesn't really matter, the S does not make that much of a difference. Never scored higher than a 6. A 6 is still very respected, my friend. You know, the fact that the grading system in the United Kingdom goes all the way up to a 9 makes it look like a 6 is a bad grade, when it really isn't. Sure, it's not as good as a 9 comparatively, but on its own accord, a 6 by itself is very respectable. Especially when employees and universities, you know, if they look for 5 and above, so if you get above a 5, you know, they like to see it.
Chaos's forces were seen heading towards the Baron's desert.
Yeah, a 5 is a pass.
He must be going after the ancient terror.
No, I'm not finishing the game today. Today I'm only going to be playing through half of it, so we're going to play up past the 5 Viper.
Terror squid can be found.
Oh, I always get lost out there. It's a good thing I have the best pilot in all of Skylands going with me. Okay, Skylander, you ready to go?
Yep, for best pilot in all Skylands. Let's go to Ironjaw Gulch. Should probably get the next poll ready because it's going to be for Magic Element.
Gulch is somewhere to the west, east. Either way, we're heading in the wrong direction, probably. You know what? It'll be fine.
Of course it'll be fine. Embrace the adventure, Flynn. You know what your problem is? You rely too much.
Let's skip this deep stew without further ado.
What you waiting for? We got... Well, you're a sight for sore eyes, Skylander. I'm Marshal Wheelock, the long teeth of the law in these parts. Them pirate airships is giving us a devil of a time. But if we can get
81%, very good.
It'll be a real turkey.
You know, you should definitely have some pride over that. Congratulations to the mark there, my friend. It's a good mark. I only play one level in Swap Force at a time, and I get tired how long it can be. Yeah, well, I enjoy Swap Force enough to play through half of the game at once. I once did my Repos Lock, where I played through the entire game in a single sitting. You know, that got exhausting, but I pretty much did it, more or less. I did lose for Locke, but don't you worry, I have plans to revisit that Locke at some point, but for now I need you guys to vote on whatever Magic Skylander I should play as next. Dunebug or Star Strike. I managed to buy all Spyro's Adventure bonus levels for just over £2. That is an amazing bargain, man. Congratulations for that. Great job. Anyway, Star Strike seems to be winning, so I'm just going to assume Star Strike wins. Otherwise, you know, the universe is just going to spontaneously combust because of Judas's rage. You know, if anyone can make the universe spontaneously combust with their raw, untamed power, then it would definitely be Judas. I beat Trap Team on hard in one sitting. So did I. But that was just because I love Trap Team. It's my favourite game of all time. I would not struggle beating that in one sitting. It's so much fun. I love it so much. What I don't love, on the other hand, is Fire Gear Golems. But this will be fine. This is Star Strike I'm talking about here. There you go. Told you so. Okay, Deflection Master. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! Deflection Master has been completed. Oh, watch out for the pokey things. Yeah, that's one really cool thing in this game, quests. Just something extra to do with your Skylanders. I think I beat every game past in one sitting. Oh, past Swap Force in one sitting. What, you mean you haven't beat Giants or Spyro's Adventure in one sitting? I mean, Superchargers is probably the easiest game to do in one sitting, especially since if you skip over the sea and sky sections and you only do the land vehicle sections, really fast paced and fun, and it can be done in under 4 hours, so it's really cool that way.
I knew I could count on you, Skylander. Thanks for getting the handle.
Let's explore.
Yeah, you should probably change that, Crypt Crusher. You know, Giants is a game is an absolute blast even to want to beat in one sitting.
Pirate Slam Spin.
Trap Team is the only game we beat in one sitting. I mean, I've beat all of them in one sitting, but that's just because I love these games. In case it wasn't obvious already. There you go. Okay, they're making an attack run, but it's not going to be successful because this is Star Strike we're talking about here. Ouch. There you go, we got him. Okay, it's pretty clear that Star Strike won that poll, so I think it's about time for me to end it. I like Giants, but I wouldn't dare do it in one sitting because of Willikin Village, and it leads, like, SSA DLC, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, well, it just so happens that it's a wrong one because that's how opinions work.
Only Skylanders from the air and tech elements can unlock this gate.
All right.
Whatever you say, Eon, whatever you say. Anyway, it's time for me to get out of here. Nope, I was too young and trash to do SSA and Giants and Swap Force. Well, can you really blame me? Yeah, I can. It's all your fault, Crypt Crusher. All your fault. Nobody else's but yours. And you being a dumb, young, and stupid kid, I suppose. Anyway, it's time for another poll. Smoldered Ash has won this poll every single time, so that makes me curious. Can she win it again, or is Phino finally going to get some screen time? Because I think this is just about one of the only polls that has had the same exact result time and time again. You know, we've played as both for life, both for magic, both for water characters. Well, then again, air. Air was the same every single time as well. But so far, air and fire are the only poles that have had the same exact result, time in, time out. But so far, Frino's winning. People are feeling sorry for the guy. They're like, it's about time I finally brought him out. So, here we go. Frino, at last, gets his debut. Let's go, Frino. Let's go. I get punch things. Yay, I like punch things. There's only one thing I like more than punch things, and that's gold. So now I get gold and punch things. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, here we go. Let's bring out the motorcycle. Whoop whoop, indeed. Golden Desert is meh. Golden Desert is one of the single worst things to ever come out of the Skylanders franchise. So much so that it brought about the meme, if it's not Golden Desert, it's an S tier level. That's what makes it S tier by default, just a tier maker for the levels of Skylanders Trap Team. You basically have Golden Desert, every other level which isn't Golden Desert. That would be the tier list. Suddenly Ignite being a toddler. Yep. Can't go wrong with that. Once again, something perfection to take out of context, mind you, or something that would be perfection to take out of context, to be more grammatically correct. But you know what? Grammar is overrated, so forget using it. What's also overrated is walking out of the way of the cannonballs, apparently. Okay, let's punch these guys to death now. I like the sound of that much. Watch after that guy, punch him in the face, there you go. Now, with them being defeated, let's grab this lever right here. I like Golden Desert. Stewified, so many of your opinions are wrong. Like, seriously. What kind of mindset is this? A mindset that just has so many incorrect opinions, stacked up one on top of the other. First, you tell me you like Slobbertooth. Okay, fine, I'll let you off with one on that one. But then you tell me that you like Golden Desert. What is this? This is just, it's very strange for me to hear the words I and like and Golden Desert all at the same time. I'd say Trap Team is overrated than what it should be due to the glitches. The glitches are what makes Trap Team so jank and so much fun. It's so broken and it makes it so unique and fresh to play through in comparison to other games that are so much more polished. I mean, yes, glitches are a bad thing. It shows that the game was unfinished. But ultimately, when they add layer to the speedrun game of Trap Team, how could you go wrong with it, honestly? Besides, a lot of Trap Team glitches, like the more common ones, aren't game-breaking stuff. To find the game-breaking stuff, you really have to go out of your way to find it. So the game fundamentally isn't as broken as people make it out to be. There are way more broken games out there, like Sonic 06, that have game-breaking glitches occur commonly. Like seriously, in that game you come across more glitches than you do anything else, and that's when the game is fundamentally broken. Isn't the undead supposed to be stronger here? I mean, it's not activating, so we don't have to switch out. As per the Locke, traditional Locke rules, until an element of the area is explicitly stated as being stronger, we don't need to swap out for a Skylander corresponding to that element, which is exactly what just happened. So it's time for me to create a poll for what undead Skylander I should use. With a question mark, of course. That part, it's very important. So are we going to get Roller Brawl again, or is Grim Creeper going to come in and win the poll this time round? I'm definitely very curious, because it was so close last time. So yeah, what do we have going for us? So far, 100% to Grim Creeper, but you know, we're gonna wait things out. You never know when Raw Brawl might make a comeback. But 9 votes in, and Grim Creeper is still absolutely creaming this here poll. We're going to swap out for him, and should the poll change over, we will go back to Roller Brawl. But so far, let's just say things aren't looking so good for her. Going out of my way to find glitches. You mean paying 20 cents? You mean paying 20 cents for Blackout? Yep, that is true. Blackout is an incredibly broken character, and I don't mean in the fact that he's overpowered, because he isn't. He is just really good at glitching the game.
A grave new world.
Who uses question marks? It's so overrated. I mean, I was alluding to the possibility of there being an English buff here, so I'm doing it just for the English buffs. You're welcome. You know, maybe not an English teacher, but an English buff all the same, which Crypt has claimed himself to be. So therefore, in this case, it's all for the same Crypt Pusher. What can I say except you're welcome. I just got hit in the face, I don't much appreciate that. Okay, this guy really needs to die now. But as always, that's asking too much. Ah, I didn't quite hit him in the end, unfortunately. Okay, there goes that guy. And there goes that guy. Sweet. Okay, here we go. Watch out for cannonballs. Sweet. Watch out for cannonballs again. Take him out, and then we can take these fools out at long last. It's about time, you know. These guys fired me from afar. It was rather frustrating and annoying. What is your favourite Skylander? Wrecking Ball. I love Wrecking Ball. He is the best thing to ever exist in the history of ever. That character, man, the developers just struck raw gold with how much awesomeness they managed to pack into Wrecking Ball. I am not being sarcastic. I am saying this without a hint of sarcasm nor shadow of doubt. Igniter, who could possibly love a character as terrible as that? Wrecking Ball, no, that's where it's at. I mean, I did get an A in English. Just a casual flex right there. But hey, that's very good. English is one of the harder subjects to get an A in, so that's definitely something to be proud of. I mean, granted, I also got an A, so I suppose I could also flex about that. In fact, no, I did not only just get an A. I got an A in language, and then I got an A star in literature, aka a 7 and an 8. Okay, there goes that, which means I guess we gain access to Grillager the Soldier, I suppose. Igniter should never exist, only Blackout and Wrecking Ball. Lol. That's not funny though, even though I laughed. It's not funny, okay? That is serious. Seriously sad is what it is. So serious the fact that I'm not crying, you're crying. Just for mere thought of Igniter not existing. You know, it makes me tear up is what it does. What an excellent idea, Flynn. That never would have crossed my mind. Okay, jump over the mines. Bringing a little bit of, you know, OP-ness. Can't go wrong with that. And as Grim Creeper, that comes in bucket loads. Yeah, we're just going to let the Chompies take down all the mines for us. It's going to be very convenient that way. Okay, here we go. This guy just needs to be taken down and out. Oh, but we're not quite there yet, apparently. At least that guy's gone. After this, we're going to have a fire gig on to deal with. I probably should not have ran directly into that, to be honest. Ouch. Oh boy, ouch. I mean, honestly, there was very little I could have done there. The knockback sent me flying straight into the mine. I tried to avoid it for as long as I can, but unfortunately there wasn't any movement I could have made that would have avoided that! With the hitboxes! Thank you for nothing, you useless game! Well, there goes Grim Creeper as well. It's time to bring out Rollerball because she's our last remaining undead Skylander. That was unfortunate, but let's just remember that you guys did this. Had you not have chosen Grim Creeper, he would be absolutely fine right now. But because the poll said so otherwise, Grim Creeper is now dead and it's all your fault. I hope you're all happy being murderers. Anyway, Try and Tip has just entered the chat. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I've been meaning to make you moderator for a long time now, so it's about time I got to that. But right now the chat has been spammed and it's hard for me to focus on Try and Tip so I can make him a moderator. There you go. Try and Tip is now the new channel moderator. Welcome to the club, my friend. You much deserve it. Try Tip for some reason. Yeah, just play as Try Tip, shall I? But no, I was talking about Try and Tip, a legendary YouTube channel that you should all go and check out. So everyone in the chat, if you haven't subscribed to Try and Tip yet, you should go do that, as well as Crypt Crusher. I pretty much said Crypt Crusher right there. Didn't mean to. But we're just gonna roll with it. So yeah, go subscribe to Try and Tip. With that being said, it's time to press the best button in video game as we skip over this cutscene right here. No worries, Try and Tip, my deserve it. You also deserve a much higher sub count than what you have, which is why I'm saying anyone in the chat who hasn't subscribed to Try and Tip yet, you are really missing out. You should really go change that. Yep, definitely go and subscribe to Stuified as well. Stuified is legendary. Hello there, Skyfizzy. Welcome to stream, my friend. Right now we're just about to speak to Tibbet and discover about legendary treasures for the first time. The first time. You've subbed. That's great. We love to hear it. Thoughts on Superchargers, the best game ever. It's one of the best games ever. I actually really like Superchargers. I think the gameplay is really fresh for it as you're constantly switching between the different vehicle sections, and it does something new with the Skylanders formula. Sure, the characters aren't great, but Bone Bash Rollerball exists, and that's the only character I need because Bone Bash Rollerball is so fucking good. Also, Hammerslam Bowser is also pretty great, as is Spitfire, High Volt. Yeah, now that I think about it, I take back my statement in the cast of Superchargers not being that good, because I personally think the opposite. I think Superchargers cast is tight, it's concise, and it's pretty close to perfection, if you were to ask me. And again, you know, the vehicle sections can be hit or miss, but for the most part, I really respect what they do with it. The game is also really well detailed, the graphics are beautiful, the music is phenomenal, it really builds atmosphere and tone as we take up a much darker, you know, story with the game. It's got a lot more maturity to it, and overall it just makes Superchargers a bit of a black sheep in the Skylanders franchise, but a welcome one at that, in my personal opinion. I mean, you're certainly welcome to disagree with me about the vehicle sections. That's what opinions are for. Sword Force and Trap Team are pretty great. Trap Team, of course, being the much better one. My favourite game of all time and everything. I love Trap Team. I love it so much. Let's go to Motleyville, my favourite level in this game. Yes. My top 5 Skylanders, well, number 5 is, just trying to think of them off the top of my head, number 5 is Nightlight, number 4 is, Flashwing, number 3 is Drobot, number 2 is Smolderlash, and the number 1, well, that's Igniter. That's quite self-explanatory. 2 of which are fire, might I remind you, because fire is just the single best element in this game, no questions asked. But yeah, that is different from my original top 10, just because my original top 10 is outdated. So I will be doing a update video for that soon enough, with my updated top 10 revised for 2021. Watch out for the slams right here. I need to itch my nose as well as jump over these shockwaves. It's very inconvenient timing. I thought Wrecking Ball was your favourite. That was sarcasm, my friend. Wrecking Ball is amongst my least favourites. There's only one Skylander I hate more than Wrecking Ball, and that's Blastermind. Blastermind and Wrecking Ball are my top 2 least favourite Skylanders, let it be known. As I continue to itch my nose some more. PlayStation 4 is what I'm playing on at the moment, my friend. AKA the superior console right here. I love the PlayStation 4.
Skylander, you have to help us.
Yeah, I suppose you're right if that black sheep was lame. I get that Superchargers gets a lot of hate, but just like most other games, there are some people on the complete opposite end of the spectrum that adore Superchargers, and I am one of those people. So was my comment, lol.
Tell you what, help me rid this town of him, and I'll be forever in your debt. For a little while, at least. Alright, Skylander, you chase down Shell Shock, and we'll go after...
Yeah, gotta respect the sarcasm. Even better yet, this is what we call in the old business, sarcasmception. You know, my sarcasm about your sarcasm, which was sarcastic about my sarcasm in the first place. It's just a constant loop of sarcasm, which is pure brilliance, is what it is. Ouch, I should probably get hit by those less. Okay, let's get out of here. Would you rather be trapped on an island with Blastermind or Wrecking Ball? Well, Wrecking Ball would eat me, but Blastermind would bore me to death, so ultimately, what's the worst fate? I think I'd rather be ate than being bored, so I'll choose Wrecking Ball at the end of the day. Or, you know, better yet, I could turn the tables, I could eat Wrecking Ball, and from Wrecking Ball I would get more meat than I would Blastermind. So either way, Wrecking Ball. No, I don't have Xbox One, unfortunately. I might get Xbox Series X if I ever get the money for it, but at the moment I am focusing my financial efforts on getting a PlayStation 5. What, for Wrecking Ball? Not Wrecking Ball, I'm not even playing Wrecking Ball. I have a wrong path for Rollerball. No wonder why I accidentally said Wrecking Ball. You know, they both have Brawl in the name. But no, how could I possibly have the worst path for Rollerball? She's beast as is. Like, seriously, look at this. Does she get even better? How does she get even better? Boom, baby. Okay, let's be mashing the circle button and getting out of here. I love these grey old riding sections for the pure factor that the music here is so awesome. I mean, seriously, just listen to that music and tell me it's something other than raw awesomeness. You can't, can you? Didn't think so. Anyway, you time that specifically and you can actually get both pieces of food. So those of you who weren't at 100% health, I guarantee you definitely were by the time that vehicle, that grinder section was over and done with, mind you. I think Wrecking Ball's meat is, I have no idea what you're trying to say with that word right there. Then again, Blastermind can float, acting as a spiky, seated aeroplane. Yeah, I suppose he can, so we'd use Blastermind to get off the island in the first place. There are upsides and downsides to either one of them. Okay, my plan is not to get hit again. I like that plan. Oh! I also like the part where I just launch those guys off the edge. Yeet! Yeet! Just yeet them off the edge. Haha. Okay, let's grab that food right there, thank you very much. Push that into place so I can just run straight through. You know, I'm not going to worry about any of those enemies right there. They're scary. Oh boy, I just got hit in the face because this game is cheap like that. But fortunately, Roller Brawler's fine, and the magic element is popping up soon anyway, so we'll have the opportunity to switch out from her. I mean poisonous, sorry, I am bad at English. No, it's okay, you're doing great, my friend, keep it up. I mean, is slug meat poisonous? The French seem to eat it. I say slug meat. Snails and slugs are the same thing. Snails just have shells, and for French, they eat escargots, which is snails. So if the French can eat snails, and by extent, Wrecking Ball can't possibly be that different, then surely Wrecking Ball isn't poisonous, per that logic that I just spilled out for all of you. Anyway, it's time to bring out another poll for Magic Element. So first up we need Star Strike on the pole, and then we also need Dunebug. The UK is indeed in Europe. We have left the EU, or at least, you know, we're planning to. I don't really keep up with all that stuff, but regardless of whether or not we're in the EU, we're still part of the continent that is Europe. Not unless we all of a sudden drifted away all the way to America, which could happen in a few million years, because of the tectonic plates that sit below us, slowly but surely causing continental drift towards Pangea again, because that's how the continent started. They all started interconnected as one big supercontinent known as Pangea, and slowly but surely they just drifted away. But in the course of millions of years more, we'll drift together again, in which case, you know, we'll no longer be Europe. UK wouldn't be Europe, it wouldn't be America, it would just be Pangea, just like the rest of the world. The more you know. Anyway, how's the poll doing? So far, Star Strike is absolutely annihilating Dunebug, so it looks like we're going to be playing as her again, which I have no problems with whatsoever. People in the US speak simplified English. They speak English all the same, with certain words changed. Like, instead of crisps, you guys call them potato chips, for some stupid reason. Because crisps is the far superior name, and then rather than trousers you call them pants. You know, it's very bizarre. American English. And then there's also what you call a car boot, you instead call it a trunk for some reason. Don't ask me why you Americans do what you do, you just do it. And even if you were to ask me why do Americans do this, I couldn't give you a solid answer, so, you know. Feel free to ask away, doesn't mean I know any more than you do. The UK is indeed cool. I really like living in the UK. I mean, you sure would hope I like that, considering that's exactly the case that I am burdened with. But it's not even a burden, because I love living here in the UK.
I figure you're gonna need a cannon to get into that village. Lucky for you, I happen to
We call pounds dollars and pints cents.
Here you go. This old cannon ought to do it for you.
Yeah, that you do indeed. True words never said right there. Try it. But by pints, you mean pence. Pints is something that you use to measure drinks with. You know, you have a pint of something. You know, normally for me that's a pint of cider, but it can be, you know, literally anything. A pint of Coke or whatever. Because say, even measurements between America and the UK differ, you know. I think I'm not sure what Americans use, but whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's not miles, which is what we use. Or it might be miles, I'm not even sure, don't quote me on that. Okay, let's push this back then, just because I feel like it, no other reason. There we go, there's that guy dealt with. Now all we've got to do is not lose Star Strike, which for me is easier said than done. Yeah, we understand that was that's what he was trying to say there, trying to, as Crypt Crusher put it, is no worries. Lol. With that being said, yeah, I do think it is yards in the US. That was what was on the top of my mind. I just didn't want to say it in case I was dead wrong. Because again, I wouldn't know. I'm not American. Never have been to America. Probably will be sometime. You know, it's not one of those things where I can say never have been there, never will be there. I just haven't been there yet. But that will no doubt change in the future. I mean, I hope to go to America. It's a pretty big place, so I can't see why I'd never ever go there. Ouch, I just got hit. I should probably do that much less. There you go. Speaking of getting hit less. Anyway, that piece is going to help us out drastically is the word I was looking for. We use miles primarily. Yep, that's exactly what we use. Sometimes we use yards, but that's few and far between, ultimately. I lost £100. For the US, that's a good thing. For UK, not so much. Yeah, that's true. We even weigh ourselves differently with, you know, stone. We tend to use stone over here, which is a measurement of weight, believe it or not. Okay, now all I gotta do is watch out for these mines, and oh boy. Then proceed to cancel this here magic ball, because then we have the live one to look forward to, which again is going to be a close one, I reckon. So let's, you know, get that sorted as soon as the creator poll loads up for me, mind you. So, what life Skylander should I use? Do we want either Zulu or Bumble Blast? We have euros instead of pounds. Yeah, most European countries do. UK is one of the only European countries to not use the euros. Kelvin, am I a joke to you? Yeah, but who actually uses Kelvin? Like, seriously, Celsius and Fahrenheit should be the only things used throughout the entirety of the planet. In fact, Celsius is pretty much used by everyone on the planet, except for Americans who just had to be different and use Fahrenheit instead, for some reason. Don't know why, they just made that choice, willingly. At least I'm pretty sure it was willingly. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they were brainwashed when they made the stupid decision to use Fahrenheit in America instead. But, you know, speaking of what isn't a stupid choice, Bumble Blast. Thank you guys so much for giving me this character. I really appreciate it. Bumble Blast is so good. Oh, but Zulu's starting to make a small comeback. I don't think it's going to be enough to tip the scales into me using Zulu instead, though. You know, so far it's 3-8, so Bumble Blast definitely seems to have the vote in the bag, so to say. So now I think it's pretty set in stone that Bumble Blast is our current live representative, so I'll end the polls there. When it comes to physics, it's personally my least favourite science, and it's also the one I did the least well in at GCSE. Which is funny because it's so maths orientated, and I was really, really good at math. But, you know, when it came to the sciences, biology was probably the one I enjoyed the most. I thoroughly enjoyed biology, but chemistry was the one that I did the best performance in. Like, chemistry just kind of came naturally to me. But my entire family is a rather scientific type family. You know, my mum and my aunt both were very good scientists growing up. In fact, my mum is actually a scientist at what you'd call a lab down at the 3M. So, you know, she incorporates science into her everyday work. But now I just gotta watch out and not get hit in the face by these fools. There we go. Sweet, taking them guys down and out. What we like to see. I'm losing brain cells reading chat. Well, if anything, you should be gaining them, considering that the chat is actually rather sophisticated and intelligent right now. I'm getting lots of really clever stuff from you guys. Physics is just a bit better than biology for me. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, which areas of science you prefer is purely down to personal preference. But like I say, each science had something unique for me. Physics was the worst one, biology for best, and chemistry for greatest performance. In terms of my grade, I got an 8 in chemistry, the equivalent of an A star. But yeah, I never dipped below a 6 at GCSE, which a 6 is a B. You know, that was my lowest grade. Everything else was a 6 or above. Anyway, I should be careful before I wind up failing at Skylanders. That's one exam I don't want to screw up. Yeah, biology is indeed one of, well, your best subjects, as you stated, but subjects in general, it's one of the best. Okay, watch out as we jump over shockwave, and we jump over shockwave, and we once again jump over shockwave. Okay, watch out for these blasts right here. Jump over shockwave, and we jump over shockwave once more. Okay, there you go. That's nice and easy to dodge as long as you're paying attention, which I was, so that paid off. There we go, let's bring in some more of our honey mines, which are very powerful and very useful. Especially since they honey eyes your enemies, and any enemy that's honey eyes is slowed down and dealt more damage to by your bee cannons. You will never financially recover from that. What? Buying a robo? Yeah, true words were never said. Buying a robo is basically what you want to do if you want to take out a second mortgage. Ouch. I got him in the face just a bit right there. That's what happens when you don't concentrate, let it be known. So yeah, that didn't have anything to do with me failing. That was just me simply showcasing what not to do. You're welcome. Okay, let's jump over shockwave. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't forget, when I stream the second half of this game, I will be giving away a scratch. So definitely look out for that. That stream will probably be occurring next weekend. But throughout the week, I'm going to have several mini streams on weekdays to look forward to. I'm just leaving the scratch giveaway until a Saturday because that's when most of you are going to be free from things like school and work. So it's going to be the most coincidental time-wise for you all, no doubt. So yeah, look out for that on Saturday. Hopefully we'll be beating this Locke as well as giving away for scratch. Anyway, the air has popped up, so it's time to bring out another poll. My English piece is discussing jailophobia for fear of snakes. Everyone else's essay topics are super generic, so I'm hoping mine will be a lot more interesting. Well, just from this comment section alone, from what you've explained to me, it sounds interesting, so you know, you stick to that and nail it, and you've got a good grade in the bag, my friend. So yeah, very interesting stuff for sure. But what's also going to be interesting is who's about to win this Earth Pole, Slobbertooth or Scorp. I sincerely hope it's Scorp, because Scorp is going to have no trouble even against the boss. I'm going to do this rail grinding section whilst we wait for pole results. But yeah, Slobbertooth on the other hand, you know, he'd definitely struggle a whole lot more, shall we say. But luckily it seems as though Scorp is winning thus far. So hopefully, you know, that remains. I would much appreciate that. I mean, you don't need even riches and expenses to be happy. All what you need is good people around you. That's what I have, and that's what I feel fortunate for every single day. Oh boy, I'll jump for mine. But yeah, that's my advice for the day. Don't surround yourself by the people who give you stuff and have the riches. Surround yourself by the people who, you know, support you for who you are. Hang out with the people who are worth hanging out with, in other words. Either way, seems as though Scorp has won the pole by a mile, so we're going to be bringing him out without further ado. Now that advice of mine right there, one thing you could call it is advice. Good advice, bad advice, who really cares? It's still advice all the same, isn't it? Okay, let's push these guys off the ledge. There you go. I love pushing enemies off the ledge in this game. It's like the most fun thing to do. I've made enough YouTube money to get a new Robo, a new Wildstorm, and Imaginators on the Switch. Am I crazy enough to buy any of them though? Hell no! Bit of a rhyme going right there. But yeah, that's good for you, mate. I don't make nearly as much YouTube money, but you know, the money is just kind of like on the side for me. That's not what I do YouTube for. Like, sure, it's nice to know that I'm earning something, but it's also nice to know that I'm entertaining you guys, that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. That means more to me than what any paycheck is ever going to pay out. Okay, let's be hitting you in the face. I like that. I like that a lot. Hitting you, I mean. What else do I mean by that, right? Okay, we're going to take out this guy because he's annoying me. No reason. Okay, let's push this into place. Or not, I guess. Okay, now let's push it into place. Okay, cool. Now let's push that into place. Get back here and push this. Well, after we're done with this guy, of course. Yeah, that's it. Just launch him straight into the cart. How old am I? I'm 19. 20 in a few months. So yes, I'm a bit on the older side in comparison to a lot of you, I'm sure. Haha, imagine being monetized. Well, it took me a very long time to get here, let's respect that, you know, I've been doing YouTube for over 4.5 years, so I definitely feel as though I've earned my way up here. I wouldn't say so otherwise. And yes, you do have to have at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours watch time over the last 12 months in order to get monetized. Anyway, this is pain. How am I not dead? Okay, this guy up here, he has got to go. There you go. Okay, sweet. Let's continue not dying. I like that plan. Okay, there you go. Sweet. I think that's all of them dealt with, and we're going to get plenty of food to heal up before the fight. I got my big 16 in 5 months. Yep. Sweet 16. Good for you. Enjoy being young while you know, soon enough you'll be dealing with work and uni and all that stress all combined into one. This is what you get for not picking the poison path. This is true. I should have picked the better path, and yet here I am, not having done exactly that. How much do you get paid if you get 1k? Yeah, as Crypt Crushers put it, it does depend on the views. It's why I make the most money from my collection video, because that gains views day in, day out. Yeah, that's the thing, it does take you quite a while to actually gain a lot of money from YouTube, because videos need to be given the time to gain viewership, in other words. But yeah, so you get paid a set rate for every 1,000 views your video gets, in other words. Boom, baby. Okay, just gotta watch out. There you go. It's not illegal to drink alcohol, it's only illegal to buy it. Well, yeah, it's illegal to buy it under a certain age, it is, you know. In the UK it's 18, in America it's 21. But even then, most of the time, if a kid was to buy alcohol, then the law doesn't really fall upon the kid. You know, the kid is mostly irresponsible and immature to make decisions like that and really know the ultimate consequences of their decisions. It's ultimately the adults who gave the kids the alcohol, who sold it to them, that get in the utmost trouble for it, because they're the responsible ones. They knew exactly the consequences of their actions. You know, they knew explicitly not to do what they did in the case of selling the kid alcohol, and yet they did it anyway, and that's when the law falls upon them. PTSD flashbacks intensify. I was going back and I was looking at a few of the old videos of Crypt Crusher. I recommend you do that. Go to Crypt Crusher's channel and swap the videos to date added, oldest. Find his first few videos and just binge them, because some of them are absolute gold. And it's so cool to see how far he's came from when he first started on YouTube and where he is now. And I'm proud to say that I was one of Crypt's first 10 subscribers, I'm pretty sure. No, I was there since the start. There is blood on Ignite's hands, plenty of it. So if I got alcohol, the person who sells it is in trouble. Interesting. Well, you'd both be in big trouble, okay? But the person who sold it to you, even more so, because of their higher expected maturity, and just the fact that they knew exactly what it was that they were doing wrong, and yet they did it anyway. You're having dinner, well, I sure hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for stopping by, Junk TV, I really appreciate it. Exactly, Stupefied, exactly, I couldn't put it better myself right there, Crypt Crusher. I was subbed to Crypt before he had 200 subs, but that was on another account. I see! Yep, for good old Rebel Rouser unboxing, absolute classic that one. Oh mate. Yeah, let's all just bully Crypt Crusher right now for the past on his channel.
There you are, Skylander. As promised, I will personally be taking you to the twisty tunnels, where I guarantee we will find the ancient.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too, Mr. Cat Skylanders. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support as always. That goddamn rock is the bane of my existence. Wait a minute. Crypt Crusher doesn't like Rebel Rouser. Since when? That hasn't been abundantly obvious since, you know, the dawning of time.
I have a way with people, you know.
No, but thank you. Good luck, Flynn. I know you and the Skylanders can do it.
Alright then, let's go find that terror squid. Ready when you are, Sky.
Yeah, let's do exactly that, because I am ready to end off the stream after we're done with Twisty Tunnels, and by extent, the, Firefighter is the word I was looking for, but it just kind of fled my mind for a moment there. Anyway, the tech element's going to come up first. I'm going to have that pole loaded in before the level starts. Even though last time, Wind Up came in and absolutely destroyed Countdown. So I'm going to see if, you know, things will go differently this time around.
I'm sorry. Am I interrupting playtime?
Well, yes.
So yeah, let's press the skip button already and get into this. Find out who's going to win for Tech Poll. Yeah, I subbed to Crypt when he had like 400 or something like that, and then every week he gained 1k subs, and I'm just like, what the hell? Yeah, Crypt King is one of the worst too. Yeah, I'm getting some great out of context chat comments just popping up left, right, and centre, I suppose. It's funny reading all of your comments out of context, but you know, I still appreciate every last comment all the same. And hey, Wind Up is so far winning, and now he's winning even more than he was winning beforehand. Beforehand he was winning by a lot, so that's really saying something.
No way! I saw what you did to your ship. Be glad I even let you ride with me.
But yeah, say, Crypt has done very well for himself. So is Skylanders Over TV, you know, he's been pumping out some bangers day in, day out. And Crash for Skylanders has been doing well ever since, you know, recently. He's been doing well ever since recently, for lack of a better way of putting it. Crash for Skylanders, Tarimi, you know, they're for Big 2 at the moment. Portal Master hasn't uploaded in a while, which is unfortunate. Hey, who needs Portal Master when Crypt Crushers came in and, you know, has effectively gotten to that 10k point in his career, his YouTube career to be specific. Yep, we are in fact nearly at 1,000 comments, which shocks me. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, I really appreciate it. I remember seeing a picture of Countdown in a video game magazine back in 2013, and I flipped the hell out. I mean, he's a really, really cool looking character, so how could you do anything besides flip out now, right? That's the true question we should be asking ourselves. But when Swap Force was first announced, the character I was looking forward to most was Magna Charge. That guy was the character that looked the coolest of everyone. And then when Smolder Dash got confirmed, I thought Smolder Dash looked so awesome, so I couldn't wait to get her either. And luckily for me, in Christmas of 2013, I got them both. Ouch. Yeah, here we go. Boom, baby. If I saw Countdown in a magazine, I'd place it down slowly so I wouldn't blow up. Yeah, just safely and calmly drop the magazine there, sir. You're a threat to national security. You have a weird nostalgia for him. I mean, we all have weird nostalgia for certain characters. I have a weird nostalgia for, I would say probably Dynarang. Dynarang was my second ever single pack Skylander right after Boomer. And that's because back in Christmas of 2011, when Spice Adventure first came out, Skylanders were really hard to come by because hoarders picked them up and gave them ridiculous prices on eBay. So it was near impossible to find at retail until a few months later, when at retail they was found everywhere, and I was fortunately able to get myself or my hands on a Dynarang. So with him being the first Skylander I was able to get after just a period of them being incredibly rare and hard to find, you know, that was rather impactful for me at the time. It gives me a weird kind of nostalgia for Dynarang, I suppose. Nice. Yeah, Urban Avenger just comes in at the best time whilst I'm talking about Dynarang, his channel icon of all things. Your first Skylander was Boomer, a man of culture I see. Well, technically not. My first ever non-starter pack was Ghost Roaster. Uncle got me for Dark Light Crypt. But after Ghost Roaster, my first ever single pack was indeed Boomer. But man, that big blinding thing on the side of my face cam, that's for sun. Unfortunately, I can't turn it off, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. If I could turn off the sun, believe me, I would. For fate of the entirety of humanity versus my stream quality, yeah, my stream quality takes priority. You know, screw humanity, who cares about them, right? This is indeed the UFO hat, yeah. Dynarang was my first ever Skylander, but I have completely no nostalgia for him. The concept of nostalgia works in strange ways. Yeah, I suppose it does, lol. But on that note, punch to the face, haha. Oh! I defeated that guy so quickly that I created a frame drop for the game right there. Did you see that? That's nuts. I've never seen a game drop frame rate like that before, but apparently Windup is just so powerful that he literally breaks the game. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by, Quick Crusher. It's been a genuine pleasure having you here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye for now. The biggest Sky nerd of them all, despite the fact that we did directly juxtapose that view earlier in the stream. But still, see you, nerd. And here we go with the Equalizer crystals. Anyway, let's end off the tech poll already. Time to say bye-bye to that. Did someone die in Motleyville, by the way? Nope, we got through Motleyville deathless. It was Grim Creeper who died in Ironjaw Gulch, unfortunately, of all things. So don't you worry, Star Strike is still around because she represented the magic element in Motleyville, and she absolutely owned it, as you'd expect from the might that is Star Strike. Anyway, platforming. Oh yeah, I like blowing this up all good. That sounds like a good plan to me. Yep, the stream is still going, Slimy. I'm going to be completing this level, defeating the Fire Viper, and then concluding things. You know, roughly the halfway part of the game. Leave the second half of the game for next weekend, where I'll be giving away a scratch, just to remind you all. Okay, let's wind this guy back up. Epic, epic indeed. I still can't believe me and Ignite had the same first non-starter pack Skarner, that being Ghost Roaster. I know, it's pretty mad, isn't it? Okay, here we go, let's continue to walk along these twisting, odd branch type things over here. You know, whatever the fuck they are, let's just proceed to traverse over them all the same. Yeah, I'm doing a scratch giveaway for the second half of this game that I'll be streaming next weekend. I tried solo running Swap Force Nightmare with Star Strike without counting turrets, and somehow died to weird Mesmeralda hitboxes. Retried it and won. Nice. Star Strike is that much of a beast, mind you. Anyway, speaking of beasts, it's time for another fireball. What fire Skylander should I use? Should it be A, Small Dash, or B, Rhino? Time to ask the community. If it wasn't for my dad getting me into Skylanders back in 2012, then I wouldn't be here. Thanks, Dad. Happy Father's Day. Yep, thanks, Dad, indeed. Anyway, you know, have Small Dash absolutely annihilate the vote thus far. The sun is really annoying me now. Like, come on, son, get out of here. Let me have my face cam in peace. At least for Father's Day, he gets the good old son to go round for him, eh? Happy Father's Day, my old man. And that's just, you know, a term and expression. Your old man, he's your father. You know, they even bring it up in Age of Ultron. That's one of the jokes, mind you. But yeah, hashtag Happy Father's Day indeed. Everyone loves Freezeblade. Freezeblade is pretty universally beloved, and I couldn't blame you all because Freezeblade is awesome. I finally put him down the right path and realised just how good he is. I was missing out on so much not having him down the right path, mind you. Okay, here we go. Boom, baby! Oh man, she's so good. She is so good. Woo, baby! there goes that guy. Sweet.
Lighting the way.
I hate Freeze Blade. He's just kidding, guys. You know, don't get your ponytails in a twist. He's just kidding. Man, this sun is really annoying me now. Again, I really apologise, but, you know, I wanted good lighting for my face cam, but the sun had other ideas in mind. Also, this stream has just hit 40 likes. Thank you guys so much. That's incredible.
Skylanders of the fire element are stronger in this.
Anyway, fire element. Sure is convenient now. I'm playing as a fire Skylander already now, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. Take that to the face, sucker. Ignite hates the sun. I do hate the sun. I already have a sheet behind me. I have curtains. It's just, you know, not very effective curtains, are they? They're not doing a great job filtering out the sun. I am aware of good lighting and how to conduct it, but unfortunately in the middle of a live stream there are limitations to what I can technically achieve with my craft. Besides, the main thing here is the gameplay, and that right here seems to be on point, because to toot my own horn a little here, I do think I'm doing quite well this Locke, with the exception of the characters that I've lost, of course. I mean, clearly the proof is right behind me as to how ineffective curtains truly are. The sun is there because of Smolder Dash, bruh. Yep, no reason. If Smolder Dash isn't around, the sun is never around also. Anyone who thinks the sun is around 24/7, you're just wrong. It's only around when Smolder Dash is around. So let's just thank heavens that Smolder Dash is around as often as she is, because otherwise we have no sun. Clearly that's a takeaway from all this, just saying. Get blackout curtains really helps when you want to sleep in too. Yeah, well, like most humans, I tend to sleep in the night. Besides, the only reason it's as bright as it is because here in the UK we have just hit the summer, so things are getting warm and bright and it's glorious for that. Like, if I was outside right now, I'd be loving this, but unfortunately I'm not. I'm in here streaming with you guys instead, which I'm A-okay with. I will never kill this character, because even if I tried, she's too beast. I will just play the game on her own accord and annihilate all the enemies anyway. Although I should probably try not to get hit by the air gig on right there. Or better yet, just skip over entirely, because I can do that. But you know what? Now I'm dedicated to beating this guy up. I can't just leave him behind now that I'm dedicated. There you go, sweet. Yeah, that's true. In the UK we do tend to get a lot of rain even during the summertime. I keep on initiating Smolder Dash as Eclipse mode, expecting to be able to conduct a Smolder Dash, which is a Soul Gem ability, and then I'm constantly reminded that, oh yeah, I can't do that, which is rather unfortunate. Yeah, nice, we got there in time. Well, we like to see that. Watch out for the big orange glowy thing though. Okay, and here we pop. Yeah, it's a really awesome track, this one.
Only a swap Skylander with a spin ability can activate this swap zone.
Yeah, it has me banging my head along to the tune, as you can see right here.
You're just in time, Skylander.
Anyway, it's time for me to get rid of the fire pole, so then we can prepare for magic pole that will be coming up next. Hopefully, if Star Strike is chosen, I don't wind up clearing her off with a firefighter, but for me, you know, that's often fate, because I'm terrible for firefighter boss fight for some reason. I can get through Mesmeralda just fine, but you know, with for firefighter, not so much. Turret shit indeed, I was not looking forward to this. I am looking much more forward to the magic area where either Dunebug or Star Strike will be fated with having to deal with a firefighter. I might be able to get through it unscathed, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? I either make the turret damageless or I die. There's no in between. That's rather unfortunate. The moment you just take damage, you just give up because you know, yep, I've took damage, I'm now fated to die, the game said so. Okay, watch out for basically everything right here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. Oh boy! I was reading the chat. I should probably do that much less and actually initiate this thing called concentration. Oh, luckily we got some food, so we healed back up again, which I quite like. If you guys try to say that Splatoon is POG, because that's just barely what I can see I've called on my eye from chat right now, then you're indeed correct. Splatoon is great, and I can't wait for its sequel next year. Actually, if I wind up garnering enough interest for it, and I find a way to do so, I might stream Splatoon 3 next year, if you guys would be interested in that. Because I personally would love to do that, you know, some Splatoon 3 with viewers. Can't say no to that. I mean, Splatoon is just raw awesomeness, and it's colourful too. So, you know, even its negatives has colour to them. You know, they all have a bright side. In other words, bright colours at that. Oh boy, watch out for the missiles here. Okay, there you go, sweet. Big explosion! Ooh, I like the big explosions. Okay, here we go, another perfect round. But you know what I prefer of a perfect round? This round to be over. Oh, actually it is over, thank heavens for that! Splatoon stream! Firefight for bosses a breeze with Star Strike, trust me. Yeah, but this is me we're talking about here, so... You know, with me, the case is never really the case. In fact, was it ever really a case at all? What magic Skylander should I use? Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit of a subtle Knives Out reference right there. Anyway, at that, let's be asking the community, seeing what we get. But yeah, why are we calling it Splatoon? Is that like a meme or something that I'm completely missing the point of? Oh man, Star Strike is absolutely annihilating Doombug right now, which I couldn't blame you. Star Strike is clearly the superior character right now. So yeah, let's swap out for her. I doubt highly that Doombug is going to overtake her at this point, getting a 100% lead right off the bat. We'll just wait and see, you know, if he does wind up surpassing her, then we'll swap out for him halfway through the section right here. But that's a pretty big if. Oh, ow. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, we're just going to bypass those guys entirely. That's a good plan, I like that plan. Watch out for the air gear golem and the firefight, but just about everything else for that matter. No! Oh. Well, that's lame. Don't we all just love Swap Force hitboxes so much? Anyway, I'm going to move this now. This is annoying me, so... There you go! But yeah! That sucks. It sucks so much I can't even be bothered to use for you in the word. Well, let's not swap out for Doombug then. That sure was quick, wasn't it, Grim Creeper right there? And now I'm upset. I'm not even mad, I'm just upset. Ouch. That was painful. My whole life! This entire existence, right now, there's nothing but pain. And on that one, let us be heading into Crystal right here. What happened? What happened is that Star Strike just died because Swap Force. No other reason. It has nothing to do with me being bad at a video game, which I am, but still, it's not my fault. Hashtag, it's not my fault. Let's get that trending on Twitter. So yeah, now all I gotta do is get through the entirety of Firefight with Dunebug. Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it. Luckily though, I do have these awesome sound effects. Just listening to Dunebug go pew pew, it's so cute. You know, it kind of livens up the mood that little bit extra. Never mind, I hate Swap Force again. Just this whole roller coaster of, I love this game, I hate this game, I love this game. Oh wait, I just reminded myself of the hitboxes in this game. Never mind, I hate it all over again. Way ahead of you, I'm getting it trending. Awesome, we love to hear it. Judas, please don't murder us. If he's gonna murder anyone, it's gonna be me. After all, his disappointment is immeasurable, and his day, it's ruined. Me too, Judas. Me too. You can actually, through me, hear Judas's tears as he's crying. Not me, it's him. It's all Judas doing his crying right now. He just misses her! He misses her so much! Oh, poor Judas. There. What has the stream become? Okay, here we go. We now have these things. Okay, let's fly. This is going to be useful. Some increased movement speed and agility with Dunebug over here. Swap Force be like, so you hate me? Well then, you can't win! Ignite, I'll now have to DM you, Obsidian Hothead on Instagram. Yep, when I no longer upload after this day, it's all because I committed Sudoku. The first suspect is going to be Judas. Okay, let's hit him in the face, sweet. Yeah, I suppose I should do that, shouldn't I? Okay, let's hit him again, sweet. Okay, let's shoot this guy. Pew pew! Just die already, you stupid crystal that nobody likes. Welcome back, Galpry. You know, I love having you on the stream right now. It's a pleasure to see you, my friend. This stream has become cringe. That it has. Congratulations for noticing. Ouch. Well, looks like I'm not doing this boss damageless. Ouch. If only there was an objective to take as much damage as possible, I'd be very good at that. Okay, here we go, we'll just take the knockback and then get stuck apparently. Actually no, let's go back and get the food. There you are, sweet. Yes, I've seen Luca. Unfortunately for me, I don't think it was all that good. You know, I think it was amongst Pixar's more weaker work, the fact that it played it safe and it was just kind of like your cliche story of, you know, coming in angeliness between two boys as they just learn and reflect on the world. It didn't do anything special because of it. You know, it was just really watered down. It was still good though, it had some really heartwarming moments and, you know, it was a very passionate project, you could tell. And the animation, of course, it was stunning. That's just standard with Pixar at this point, so, you know, I love the colours, I love the atmosphere, and the characters were certainly likeable. They had their own charms to them, and they were all unique. It wasn't a particularly poorly written film. It was just generic and, you know, less impacting than Pixar's other films. Like, it's not going to leave you with that same oomph that other Pixar films will. Can you believe Skylanders Academy copied Skylanders and rewrote the whole lore to a new canon? Oh no, I can't believe it either. It's so despicable. They disgust me. How dare they take the Skylanders brand and tarnish it? I mean, I'm kidding, of course. I actually really like Skylanders Academy. Well, the second 2 seasons at least. The first season is kind of bad, but the second and third seasons were massive improvements. It's one of those shows where season 3 is so good. Of course, Netflix cancelled the show just as it was starting to get good. Of course they did. God dang it. Dunebug, I feel the same way, bro. Dunebug looks how I feel. Only an idiot would die there, and unfortunately for you guys, you happen to be looking at the biggest one. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's bring out... You know what? Scratch started the stream. I think it's only fair that she finishes it. Drawing for full circle and everything. With the luck of the claw. Now all I gotta do is not die with her as well. There you go, there goes that guy. Why don't these guys just die? It's very inconvenient. There you go, there goes one. Finally, I can see how she is. What, you mean Scratch? She's pretty awesome, actually. I'm starting to like her a lot more than I used to, shall we go as far as saying. Not much, but just a little more, shall we say. I just realised that I said the word say several times in that one sentence right now. But we're just going to deal with it all the same in the words of Mighty Tough Look. I think on that note it's only right that I bring out the Tough Look alert. Anyway, let's continue on with our lack of no Skylanders defeated objective, because Dunebug was lost along the way and it was awfully tragic. I now officially hate myself. That's why I played Nightmare Mode, you know. I played Nightmare Mode because apparently I hate myself. Anyway, Tough Walk emotes, do you want to, you know, load up? Because me losing 2 characters in the space of 5 minutes, that's just pure tough work, if I ever have seen it. There you go, plenty of tough looks to go around. As I skip over the deep stew right here, pressing the best button in the video game in the process.
Welcome back, Skylander. Thanks to you, the
Disney Plus only happened because of Reignited Trilogy. Yes, I just stole Chess joke, deal with it. Tarimi cares about Dunebug. That's unfortunate because now he's dead, and it's rather tough work, isn't it? Hence the spam of tough work emotes that you guys could have for becoming a member today. But enough of self-promotes, you guys don't need to, you know. Nothing's gonna change. If you don't become a member, you'll still access all my videos completely free of charge. I want to make that abundantly clear. I will never lock you guys behind a paywall. But with that being said and done, this stream is coming to an end. I'm looking forward to Saturday, where I will once again be giving away this character, as well as concluding the lock. Either a victory or a defeat. Hopefully a victory. And until the moment arises, peace!